Are we good? From the campus of Nashville Christian School in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, this is Mike McPherson, along with Jeff Brothers, bringing you the play-by-play broadcast of the opening home game for Nashville Christian. And Coach, I know you're having to switch gears after football. Great season, 11-1, one game from the state. So your reflections there before we turn to basketball.
Well, it's the sting is still definitely felt by all of us. 11 great wins and showing a lot of resilience, and I thought our boys played hard and grew up and showed great determination and the ability to overcome some adversities throughout the season and get 11 straight. And then unfortunately that last one did not go our way. Just did not play well on a night where University School of Jackson played really well, and we did not respond. And we have to take that personally. I take that personally, and it will motivate us hopefully in the off season. I feel especially bad for our seniors who put a lot into a great year, and it was a great season and a lot of great things to celebrate and reflect on. Just an unfortunate end, but really proud of the boys.
Well, great 11 games. Hard to get 12 great ones, but congratulations on that. So
I appreciate it.
We're hosting the Davidson Academy Bears, and the girls' action is first. So if we'll turn our attention down to the court with our camera. And I believe we're going to have, first of all, a prayer and then our nation's anthem, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups. The singing of our national anthem by Aubrey Page, a great American. And now the starting lineups, and our own Coach Jeff Brothers is going to give that, first of all, for Davidson Academy. Number 4, Gracie Wimsett.
Number 11, Brianna Thomas.
11, Brianna Thomas.
Number 20, Jolie Coates. Number 31, Jaylee Joyner.
20, Jolie Coate. 31, Julie Joyner. And 32, Audrey Coulter. Now the starting lineup for your Nashville Christian Lady Eagles.
And now the starters for your Lady Eagles from Nashville Christian. Number 4, Ava Pomeroy.
Number 4, Ava the Panda Bear Pomeroy, the Panda Express.
Number 21, Whitley Miller.
Number 21, Whitley Barbecue Miller.
Number 5, Charlie Harper.
Number 5, Charlie Harper.
Number 24, Riley O'Connor.
Number 24, Riley the Irish O'Connor.
And number 30, senior Carmen Drake.
And number 30, our only senior that's able to dress right now is Carmen the Drake. The Lady Eagles are 5-2, 1-0 in the district after a win over Mount Juliet. First-year coach Dan Wilkerson, Kendall Lewis assisting, and Kelsey Gregory And at the far end of the assistant coaching bench, Joey Spann, not sure why he's down there, Coach Brothers.
Well, I think it's hard for him to get up the stairs at this point, so that was the first available seat on the front row.
Right, he'll enjoy the game from the front row view there. Riley O'Connor will attempt to tip it back to Pomeroy. And we're just about ready to begin action. First home game after a long preseason of no home games, so everybody's pretty excited and jacked up.
Yeah, it's exciting to finally get back in our gym in front of our students and our crowd, and hopefully we'll see a good night of basketball.
Here's the tip. It is going to be controlled by Davidson Academy, and we come out in a pressure man-to-man defense. Ball swung to the left side. Ball screen out top by the tall girl. Driving inside, and we open up the lane, and she left hands it up there. Good. And that's Brianna Thomas, and they're going to pressure us immediately.
Good job on the inbounds pass, staying poised and finding the open girl, and Whitley takes it down the floor by herself.
Willie missing from the baseline drive, and coming back, number 11, Brianna Thomas. She's going to take it in there again.
Travel.
And she's going to travel as the Panda Express, Ava Pomeroy, got in front of her and calls the walk.
Good pressure defense, from us playing that man-to-man. Hopefully we'll disrupt some timing there. We might give up a couple of penetration shots like we did the first time, but hopefully get some help side and create some turnovers like we did just now.
Look like the Bears are picking up at midcourt, man-to-man. Let's see, Ava Pomeroy.
I think we were playing with a boys' ball there for a minute, Coach.
We may have been, so they should wipe off that basket. Start all over. The ball into Whitley Miller. Miller pounding past the timeline, left side Harper. O'Charlie kicks out to Carmen. Carmen bumped on the arc, and picking up her first foul will be Brianna Thomas. So the Eagles will put the ball in play underneath their, now they're going to put it on the side. It's below the free throw line. It should go under the basket, but they're not going to do it. So it'll go to the side. 2-0, Davidson leading here, 7:15 to go, first quarter action, Bellevue. Pass into Pomeroy, pounds it, gets a ball screen from Drake, drives all the way in, and it's going to be rejected. Nice rejection there by Joyner, and coming up is Davidson. So we're 0 for 2 so far to start things.
Yeah, good penetration move, but the height differential right there was just too much for Ava, and unfortunately got the shot blocked. Good
man-to-man pressure. Good help on the baseline. That's got to be a charge, and it was.
That's going to be 2 on Thomas.
Setting up is Whitley, the barbecue Miller.
She, talking about Thomas from Davidson, she certainly is their ball handler and their facilitator, so to get her in some early foul trouble would be good for us. 2 fouls already and within the first minute of the game.
Let's see what their coaching staff does. They lead 2-0. Here's Miller for National Christian, pounding past the timeline. Veers into the left side, gives to Pomeroy, swings the ball around to Harper. Harper penetrates. They give to O'Connor, touching it for the first time. She hands to the Drake. She drives all the way in and is fouled. The ball a little short on the board, and she got hit pretty good in the face, and I think that probably shortened the shot. Thought we might have a three-point play. She may have to come out. She is having trouble seeing, and she got popped in the head.
Carmen's a tough girl, and a great move that time, kind of a short fake to her left side and then able to penetrate down the lane with her right hand and go to her strong hand for the layup. Just unfortunate that she missed it.
Good ball movement and motion that time by the Lady Eagles, and Carmen will attempt to tie this up. Looks like they may be putting Lizzie Dizzy Lacey in for her. She moved to the end of the bench. We'll wait and see. Carmen has 2 shots, so hopefully she'll be able to stay in there. The Drake guns it. No good. We still have failed to score in our own gym. 6:33 to go. We trail 2-0. And we are going to sub, looks like,
for the shooter, I think.
Emma Gatlin Oberbreckling, and she guns it and makes it. And yes, Emma's going to come in for the Drake. 2-1. We cut the lead in half. 6:33 to go, and our clock will start on the inbounds.
Looks like just some excitement of playing the first home game. Kind of got some, over anxiety there on our side, but hopefully we'll settle in and start doing some good things here soon.
And putting the ball up good inside on the post is Julie Joyner as they use their height advantage there. We run the break, but we're going to throw the ball away. And Davidson's going to transition the other way with Thomas bringing it up. Pomeroy comes out to pick her up. We trail 4-1. We had good pressure last time, but they kind of outsized us and lobbed it inside. Harper gets a hand on the ball, deflects it out of bounds. It will be side court, bringing the ball in over there in front of our gracious cheering section.
That was some good deny, first pass defense by Charlie right there. You can tell they've been working on that in practice, and she puts it into play in the game. It's good to see.
The ball is stolen by the Irish. We're coming past the timeline. This is Harper. We had good help side and good pressure. O'Connor, as we swing the ball to Whitley. She guns it. A three, no good. And picking the ball up on the rebound is Joyner. Davidson Academy walking past the timeline, leading 4-1. Thomas brings the ball into front court. Ball screen comes out front. She goes the other way. Stops, floater from 12. Good. Nice runner there, 6-1. Here comes Pomeroy past the timeline. The Panda Express is going to pass to the Irish. Back out to Pomeroy. Gives to Harper, who's going to float herself and miss it. We've got several freshmen out, 3 freshmen out there, and 2 sophomores. Very young team.
Again, moving the ball well and getting some shots.
We are.
Got to get those to fall.
Ball screen, we guard it nicely. Great job there by Emma and Ava, and they will ask for timeout. And looks like a 30-second. Great defense there as we showed on the screen, and everybody recovered back and did a nice job. But we trail 6-1. The clock stops at 4:56 of the first quarter.
One thing you can definitely tell, Coach, is they've been working on defensive pressure, ball pressure, working off the screens, denying the pass. You can see a lot of good fundamentals on the defensive half of the floor down here.
Well, Coach Dan's got them in a good help side. They're seeing the ball in their man, and even though we've got a good freshman group, they're still freshmen. And
they are, and to see early season fundamentals, that's something that's going to pay off, as we get beyond Christmas and into, nearer the tournament play. You want to see those fundamentals, and then the shots will start falling and the rhythm will start coming a little bit more as they play more together against these division opponents.
Right. They're still going to make the freshman mistakes, even though they are an outstanding group. And we're giving them a little pressure. Davidson Academy throws to the high post, and a foul by O'Connor going over the back of Joyner, and now the ball should go underneath.
Going to be her first.
The Bear basket the Bears leading us 6-1. We've got Lizzie Dizzy Lacey coming in along with Bonds. Ball banged up there, no good, but she gets it, no good. And they're pounding and banging there on the baseline. Lacey's trying to bother. She throws it up there again, misses 3 there, and we finally get the board to Pomeroy. Struggles with the ball, loses it, dives on the floor. We'll have a jump ball as she just was not able to handle the ball, and Davidson Academy jumped in there and got possession. Big play there. Also in is JB Junkyard Sizemore coming into the contest for Lacey.
The clock says that's our possession, Coach.
And they are turning it around. You are correct. You may have been the only one to spot that.
I think Coach Thomas and Coach Reek over there running the scoreboard were up on that, and Matt Oberbreckling at the scores table also alerting the officials to the
Here's Harper kicking out to Oberbreckling. Nice baseline. Throws to JB Sizemore on the baseline. She hooks it up there. No good, but she is fouled, and we'll go to the line for 2. And we still haven't gotten a basket, but we got a chance to cut the lead in half at 4:32 of the first quarter.
0 for 6 here in this first quarter from the field, Coach.
All right, we've hit our second free throw, 6-2. Junkyard Sizemore puts it up there. Coming out, the Panda Bear, and coming in, returning is Grayson Frizzy Bonds. Sizemore, second one up there. It is bouncing, no good. 6-2. Bears with the boards, coming past the timeline, pounding the ball. Coate does a little crossover, but she's going to lose it after the good pressure from Barbecue. No, that's Carmen Drake back in. Sorry, I did not see her coming back in. That's awesome. And so we gain possession. Harper coming past time. Nice bounce to JB, lays it up. No good. rolled off the rim. The air conditioning goaltended it 6-2.
Great sideline inbounds play, though, Coach, to get a nice look at a shot right there.
It was excellent. Good pressure by Bonds, but she did a little hand check. We're able to play several people. We've already played, I believe, 9 people so far. So we've got a good bench, good group of kids. Coach Dan's done a good job with them.
And as you said, Coach, a very young team playing 9 players already and
Bonds
probably 6 freshmen. There's
with the
another
steal.
one with a steal.
Takes up, lays up, and there's a freshman mistake we were talking about. 4 minutes to go. Still haven't scored a basket. 6-2, Bears lead. We had a couple of good looks. They wouldn't go. Hopefully the nerves will settle down. Keeping the ball on the side nicely. Baseline, in and out, no good. Nice rebound by the Irish, gives to the Drake. Drake to Harper. Charlie pitches, comes back out. Throws to Riley. Riley, left-handed dribble, looking for the handoff. Gives it to Bonds. Kicks out to Harper. Baseline drive. Cut off. Riley goes down, spins, lays it up. It is no good. It will not go. Still 6-2. 3:27 to go. The Lady Bears into front court. Cleo Johnson pounding against Bonds. Takes it in, floats it up there. It is no good. Both teams having trouble. Bonds, long pass. Emma takes it up, lays it up. It is good.
Thought I saw a foul there, too, Coach.
Nice full court pass. And Oberbreckling with the layup, 6-4.
Finally got one to fall on our 10th field goal attempt of the game, but it's good to see us get there and still only down by 2.
Excellent length of the pass, length of court pass. And we have the big girl for Davidson Academy. She's a good athlete.
Jaylee Joyner.
Joyner is fouled on the putback. No, she is going over the back. So how many is that on her, Coach?
I believe that's 2 on her as well.
So they've got a little foul trouble. They're bringing in a couple of smaller guards. Joyner is the big size difference in there right now. Davidson Academy picking up full court. Bonds cut off, so she'll give it back to Whitley. Whitley past the timeline. Brings it back to the middle. And it's going to penetrate down the lane. Hooks it up there left-handed and ties the contest.
It's a good patience by Whitley and good show of talent right there. Can go either side just as comfortably right-handed or left-handed and got a good layup out of that.
Davidson's going to miss on the return. Here comes Whitley. Pounding past the timeline, wants to take it, spins to the middle, loses control a little bit, gives to Emma. Emma to O'Connor. She wants to drive. Emma's going to gun. Gatlin misses. 6-6, 2:12 to go. The Bears with the ball coming back this way. A lot of action, little scoring. Bonds putting pressure on top, breaks her ankles. Now a long three put up there, no good. Joyner went over the back a little bit. Now it's stolen by Drake. Drake stutter steps, takes it. Nice crossover layup. Good dive.
That's what Carmen can do. She's really, really good off the dribble, has nice balance, good vision, and can really, finish at the basket.
Our first lead of the game, 8-6, 1:40 to go, first quarter. Davidson Academy immediately trying to go to Joyner. It's stolen by the Irish. She's going to bring it up. Hands to Whitley. Miller takes to the right side, looks at Drake. Drake fakes a three, throws to O'Connor from 15. Did it go? It went. We lead 10-6. Timeout, Davidson Academy. So, Coach, a great run here. 1:24 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, really exciting. Like we said, the shots are going to start falling. You got to feel like we're going to get in a rhythm. We've done a great job on the defensive end. That's what's really set up our opportunities on the front court for sure.
So, what's our scoring here for the girls, our girls so far?
So far, I've got Emma Overbreckling with a field goal, Whitley Miller with a field goal, Riley O'Connor with 2, and Carmen with 2 as well. I'm sorry, Riley O'Connor with 1 field goal, 1 for 2. Carmen Drake has a field goal and a free throw. JB with a free throw to make the 10 points.
So we are on I believe an 8-0 run.
I believe you're right. I believe it was 6-1 at one, or 5-1 at one time, I guess it was, and then 6-2.
All right, ready to resume play. 1:24 to go here in the first canto. I don't really know what canto means. It just sounds like it's a period.
It rolls off the tongue nicely. So
all right,
good use of the term.
1:20 to go. Pomeroy putting pressure on the point. We're still in our man-to-man. Good vision. Nice help.
You can see Riley fronting the post down there. That's
nice
going to be
job.
Obviously something we've scouted out and want to make them try to throw it over our head and not give the ball to the girl where she can have her back to the basket and the ball. Another turnover forced by Nashville Christian.
Great position, great pressure. Ball to Oberbreckling, left side, throws it out top. Miller tries to penetrate, cut off. O'Connor's going to spin, throw it back out left-handed to Pomeroy. The Panda Express spins, gets a nice screen for Carmen, drives in, kicks it out to Miller. She guns it, and no good. That's her money shot. Didn't fall that time. 45 seconds to go. Davidson roaring past the timeline. Now they set the court. Swimps it. Excuse me, that is Tennant in. Ball banged up, no good. And Drake rips out of there. Gives to Emma. Emma down the left side, 28 seconds to go. Gives to Drake. She's going to penetrate. She's got a lane. Lays it up left-handed. Good. And she was fouled.
Good pass fake right there. Like I said, Carmen, really good ball skills, a lot of experience, and a lot of big games. And she set that one up nicely with a good pass fake and went with her left hand, to a comfortable place for her, which is right there at the basket.
12-6. We've doubled the score. We are on a nice 10-2 run, a 10-0 run coming into the contest. Returning is Lacey, and she misses it. Lacey gets the rebound. Kicks it out here to Pomeroy. Gives to Harper. Harper penetrates, spins out of there, looking for a cutter, finds one in Pomeroy. Pomeroy driving down the lane, cut off. Now she hits O'Connor,
good
bouncing
vision
to Lacey. Lays it up. Good! We lead 14-6, 8 seconds,
Great
7.
extra
We're
pass
going down
right
to the
there.
last bit of the quarter, 4 seconds. Pressure by Drake. 3 seconds, they may have trouble getting this off. Penetration, she is not going to get it off. And the Eagles with a nice run, coach, to end this latter part of the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, we started hitting shots, but what it was really nice to see is just our court vision. To have such a young team. We've got a lot of good ball handlers out there, a lot of unselfish play. That extra pass right there from Whitley was really what set that shot up and extended the lead to 8 points now after the first period.
So a 12-0 run to end the first quarter. Nashville Christian on top, 14-6. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Back on the campus of Nashville Christian in Bellevue, Tennessee, Mike McPherson with Jeff Brothers bring you the Nashville Christian broadcast of the second district game for Nashville Christian. We are 1-0 in the district.
Home opener.
Home opener. Davidson Academy
Turnover.
fumbling the ball, losing it.
Look up.
Here
Good.
comes Miller. She's going to bounce to Pomeroy. Can she save it? She does. Ball is going to be out of the reach of the Eagles, and so on the turnover, we lead by 8, 14-6, 7:45 to go. Davidson past the timeline.
Love the aggressiveness on defense, Coach.
Great pressure. We're getting into great help side. Now we've got a great trap in the corner. Let's see if they get it out of there. O'Charlie almost gets a deflection. Excellent help by Whitley. They get a penetration, and great help by Pomeroy. They're going to call the Panda Express with a reach, but she's right in perfect shape, and they don't always call a foul on that one.
Actually, I called that one on Whitley, Coach.
Was that Whitley? Okay.
Her first.
O'Connor
Team third.
and Ober-Gatlinburg back in. Ober-Breckling. Harper picks up the cutter. We pick up both screens pretty nicely, and the left-hander misses it up. We're scrambling on the floor, and we'll jump.
Possession to Nashville Christian.
Actually, possession. We don't jump ball anymore, Coach.
That'd be fun to watch. I
I'm
wish
back
they would
in
do
the
that.
80s right now.
I wish they would do that.
I'd like to bring that back for fourth quarter anyway.
Emma, the elder statesman, on the floor as a sophomore right now. It's bad inbounds that time and a
You get the turnover.
frustration foul.
Number 20 for Davidson Academy is going to drive and get fouled. That's Jolie Coates. She's going to the line too. So 2 turnovers to open the first quarter. after we're still on a 12-0 run, 14-6, 7:27 to go, and Coat will try to break the drought, and she does not do it on the first toss. She'll have the second one, 14-6. Just joined us, 7:27 to go in the second quarter.
Harper, O'Connor, Whitley Miller, Emma Oberbreckley, and Ava Pomeroy on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Second shot up, and that falls.
So finally they break the long drought, 14-7. Pomeroy past the timeline, left side to Oberbreckley. She takes it left-handed, bounces to Whitley. Whitley brings the ball out top, penetrates, wheels and deals. Nothing there. Good defense. But O'Connor from 17, no good. Joyner on the board. Bears into front court. 7:08 to go. We lead by 7. And I thought we caused a walk there, but they're going to call a block, I believe, on.
Is that Charlie? Yeah, Charlie Harper.
Oh, Charlie got the call there. We had great help. I thought we caused a walk, but they called the hand check prior. So they'll bring the ball in on baseline, 14-7. Nashville Christian up 7.
That's our 5th foul, Coach, but nobody has more than 1, so still some good pressure defense probably in order here.
And they throw one kind of up on the baseline, no good. Another one on the baseline, no good. Great block out, and Harper's going to lob it ahead to Oberbreckley, and she took a step before putting the ball down on the floor. So I think that's 3 straight turnovers, Coach.
Yeah,
so.
Again, just need to settle in. Just, some excited play, and just need to get a little more poise and settle in.
O'Connor, good job of fronting. We're trying to keep the ball on the side. Not a bad job, defense, but we're going to reach. We're going to have to probably, that's what Coach Dan wants us to slide those feet a little bit more and not reach. It's so tempting when they lay that ball down there.
I think that was Emma they called for that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like they're going to bring her out along with Harper.
So both teams will be in the 1-and-1 bonus situation for the rest of the half, Coach.
All right, and Drake in along with Bonds. Bonds pressuring the ball. Ball swung around the left side. Nice movement by Davidson. They try to get that ball out of the corner. Good job. Pressure there by Whitley.
Ball.
And we deflect the ball away. Excellent pressure by Bonds there, coming out to pressure the ball. 14-7. Drake trying to keep the ball in the corner, doing a pretty good job, but the girl gets out of it. But they're still having to work very hard for a basket. Excellent pressure by the Lady Eagles.
And great help defense too, Coach.
We are in really good position for a young team. Got 4 freshmen out there and Captain Drake.
I think that's going to be Ava's second foul.
So a little bit of foul concern here for the Lady Eagles. 6:06, and they go into the 1-and-1 here early in the first half. Looks like Harper's going to check back in.
Tell you what, Coach, I like the strategy, the game plan that Coach has to have Riley front the post down there. It looks like they're clearly trying to get the ball to the post, and with us denying that pass, they're having a tough time getting an open shot on the perimeter.
They are. They're trying to keep the ball on the side, doing a pretty good job. Sometimes when you pressure like that, you're going to give up something. The shot is no good, however, so that didn't hurt us. Here comes Miller past the timeline. She's going to take it all the way and power it up. It is good. You can tell she's done that before. 16-7 as a little barbecue sauce puts on a nice layup. 5:53 to go. Bonds pressuring out top. Davidson Academy pounding. Good help. Miller. They take it down the baseline. Bonds is going to get a tempting reaching foul. It's just hard to resist that sometimes when they're going up.
That's going to be Grayson's second foul, team 8th of the half.
Going to the line, number 20, Jolie Coate. And we're going to have a timeout with the Lady Eagles. We're going to take a timeout also with the score. Nashville Christian 16, Davidson Academy Bears 7, 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Back in a moment. Mike McPherson with Coach Jeff Brothers bringing you the action as we resume play here in good single-A action basketball on a nice Friday night.
It's officially basketball season now, Coach, with the
they're all over,
football state championship games being played in our division yesterday. We have the ability to move forward now, and that's a good thing.
That's right. Everybody's putting it behind them. But we'll be talking about it here in the spring, here soon. 16-8. She guns the second one up there, and it's good. So 2 nice shots there by Coate, and they cut the lead 16-9. Miller will bring the ball behind the back past the timeline. They switch men on her on the defense. Miller spins, gives to Harper. Harper takes it in. She wants to take it up there. It is no good. She was trying to draw the foul, but they're going to call it off Davidson, and we'll get the ball under the basket, leading by 7 with 5:27 to go. Inbounding will be Harper. Make that Bonds. We're going to set 4 across the baseline, and we're going to lob it to Carmen a little too far. She looks for O'Reilly. Nice post, but the ball not quite delivered where it should have been. Bears pass the timeline, laying it up off the goal, no good. Outlet pass from Jake to Miller. Miller past the timeline. We lead by 7, 5:12 to go. Ball swung around quickly to Bonds. Inside to a cutting Miller. Cut off there by Joyner, but they leave her along the baseline, and it rims out. We've had about 3 do that.
Great shot.
Still down 7, 5 minutes to go. Whitley likes to roam and catch open passes on the baseline.
Yeah, the little short corner shot she really does like.
Ball pressured, but they bring the ball into the lane, and it's ripped away by O'Connor. Given to Miller. Hands to Drake. Drake coming down. Is going to throw the ball up there. They're going to call a charge on her.
No way her feet were set,
as they call her leaning in on that.
No way her feet were set there, Coach.
That was interesting call. So the ball given back to the Bears.
I respectfully disagree with that call, Coach.
And you have that American right. 16-9. Eagles lead the Bears. Second quarter action, 4:42 to go.
That's our 9th foul, Coach. The Bears, Lady Bears, will be in the double bonus now to finish the second half of the second quarter.
All right. Drake putting on pressure, but they flash across the middle. And about to get 3
I'm not sure you can
seconds.
do that,
Oh, my
Coach?
goodness. She's going to sky hook it up there good. Number 4, Wimsett, with a nice Abdul-Jabbar hook there. And she's got hacked on the shoulder there. I was about to say, if they know who Kareem is, that they're old, if you're listening in.
You're dating yourself. I'm just glad you didn't call him Lou Alcindor.
Yeah. Or George Mikan. 4:13 to go. Whitley Miller at the line. Coach, how many she got tonight?
Whitley's got 4 points on 2 field goals. First shot.
She just knocked that one home, 17-11. Coming in is Lizzie Dizzy Lacey, along with Reese, Peanut Butter, Duggar. Out O'Connor and Harper. Whitley, second one, not good. But Drake with the rebound, pulls it out, 17-11. She's going to drive baseline, and she lays that ball up good on the step through the NBA European step and knocks it home. And she was fouled.
I believe that foul was on 21, if I saw that correctly.
I believe that's right. Carmen Drake will go to the line with an 8-point lead, 19-11. The Drake eyes it, guns it, in and out again. That's a fairgrounds hoop down there from the circus, I believe, Coach.
Need to check how level that basket is.
Miller trying to keep the ball on the sideline. Good defense denial, and we've got good help, but Joyner's going to miss it, even though they got it to her. Davidson struggling. They're going to gun a long one up there. It is no good. Joyner over the back, no call. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Bears.
That's unfortunate. I think that would have been her third if they would have
Joyner
called the
got
push
lucky
in.
there, and let's see if they're going to bring I think the coach got a little nervous after that,
Yep.
seeing Joyner go over the back there, because she should have gotten her third.
Now, Coach, I have a basketball question for you. Over the back is not a call anymore. Is that correct? They just call a push on that?
That is correct. So I'm using those old terms from the 90s and 80s.
You and Kareem.
I'm staying in the past. Davis Academy is going to lose the ball on the baseline, but again, they recover it, get it back, no good. Drake with great rebounding position. Goes long ahead to Miller, had to come back and get it. She's going to take it in for a left-handed. It is no good, but she's going to draw the foul, and she'll go to the line. Coach, we are getting the ball out and running and going, and we've got 9 girls to do that with.
Well, Coach, I think the thing I noticed is that on the rebounds, we don't just turn and put the ball on the floor and start dribbling with our head down. We turn and look to see where the outlet's going to be, and that's really got us some good advantage in the front court.
Miller guns it, makes it 20-11. Check in will be Harper after the make. Whitley, Barbecue Miller, put a little more sauce on it here, and gives us an 11-point lead with the string music, and she will be replaced by O'Charlie. So we're picking up at midcourt, man-to-man, leading 10, 3:25 to go after an opening lead by Davidson Academy. We have taken control of the game. We haven't taken it over, but we're taking control. Baseline shot, bouncing, no good. Long rebound by the Gatlin gun. Oh, we're going to lose it. Back on the baseline, bouncing inside. We recovered defensively nicely, but not enough in time for number 32, Coulter, to knock it home, to cut it to 21-13. Tough luck there. We had control of the ball and mishandled.
Yes.
Harper driving.
Yeah, missed an open player down
Kicks
the baseline.
out. Lacey, long gunning three. Bottom.
Guess she knew what she was doing.
Lacey for three. 24-13.
First three-pointer of the game, Coach, for either team.
And a big answer there. They'll try to counter with the three. It is no good. Great block out. Coach, I tell you, our blocking out is not only good, it's outstanding right now.
Well, I like just the entire package we're putting out there on the defensive half of the floor, Coach. We're hustling. We're doing a great job denying passes. We're doing a great job on help side. We're in a great rebounding position. We are getting rebounds and turning immediately and getting outlet passes to give us some transition looks. I'm really impressed with how we're playing on the defensive half of the floor.
JB Junkyard Sizemore checks in for Peanut Butter. Duggar. I said 9 players. We're playing 10. We played 10. This is we've got an excellent rotation.
I think that's everybody that has a uniform on, Coach.
It is. No, we've got 2. I'm sorry. We got 2 behind.
Oh, the back row.
Schuyler and Macy.
Free throw good that time by Lizzie.
That takes the lead to 12. 2:39 to go second quarter. Lizzie Dizzy rattles, drops.
Good touch. Scored the last 5 points for us, Coach, on a three-pointer and 2 free throws.
And that takes the lead to 13, 2:35 to go. Davidson looks to set the court. Excellent pressure by the by the Eagles. And they underhand the left-handed pass, and it's knocked out of bounds. And Davidson will retain possession. So Davidson Academy having a tough time here. Our defense has stepped up since giving up the first 6 points. We have really D'd up the Bears. 26-13, 2:27 to go. Ball brought in here right underneath us. Good pressure. We're picking up the ball. That's going to be a 5-second call, but they get the ball in finally.
Oh, wait.
Man, I thought Davidson touched it there.
She stepped in from out of bounds.
Yes, she
and touched
did.
the ball, Coach.
Yes, she did. I thought we had a 5-second call coming there. Drake putting on good pressure in the corner. Won't let her out of there. Now she does get a left-hand penetration. No good. Knocked away by JB. It's picked up. Excellent defense. This is Harper throwing long ahead to Lizzie. Will she make it?
Great
look. Too hard.
Great pass from Charlie.
Emma puts it up. No good. JB on the follow. No good. And we're pounding after the rebound, and Davidson will tiptoe on that baseline, giving the ball back to the Lady Eagles with a 13-point lead.
Got
Great
some
pass.
Physical action down there, Coach.
We line up 4 along the baseline. We lob it into Drake. Steps through. No good. But the foul is called. Nice little baseline play there.
I believe that foul's on 32. Audrey Coulter, I think that's her second foul.
Carmen the Drake will return to the line. She's our only senior. Well, it's dressed. Brianna Lawless, doubtful she will be able to return this season. So tough injury for her. And I saw her during the summer. She really looked good in the game that I saw her. So, hey, that's a big loss we had with losing her.
Just an unfortunate injury and some training that she was doing. And, just one of those things athletes have to, be able to move forward from. Just an unfortunate injury and sort of a non-competitive scenario.
27-13, second shot is made good. Ball screen set out top, but we helped nicely. The left-hander thrown up there, no good. We outlet again to Miller. Miller pounding. We'll lay that ball up. Did she make it?
Yep, and
she
fouled.
made it and was fouled.
I'll tell you, Coach,
we're getting it out.
I know I've said it multiple times, but just the outlet passes alone really, really setting us up on the offensive end, and that has been as impressive as anything in the second quarter.
Like all teams, early and young, there's always growing pains, but the kids seem like they're kind of bringing things together tonight.
I'm telling you, if these are the pains, then I think we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to.
Exactly. 29-13, 1:40 to go in the half. The Bears Pop out wings on each side, then the cutter comes through, then a ball screen on the top. Nothing there. Nice help by Duggar. They throw a three-pointer up there, no good. Lizzie getting out of there, but we don't see her quite in time. Harper brings it past the timeline, looks to Miller. Thought about driving, pulled it back out top. Duggar lays it down and is going to struggle with it, lose it on the baseline, but fortunately knocked out by the Bears at the 1:18 mark of the second quarter in a 29-13 lead by Nashville Christian. Bringing the ball in is Oberbreckling. We got 4 across the baseline again. We'll look for Duggar. Let's see if we lob to her. Over to Miller. She guns it. Did she make it? No good. A little long. Nice hustle there by Duggar. Picked up by Lacey. Great move by Duggar. Takes it in and got hammered. And finally.
I believe that's Julia Bell, Coach. JB.
I'm sorry. That was JB. JB with a great rebound. The outside official had to make up for the underneath official. Didn't quite see it somehow.
Didn't see who that foul was on, Coach. Did you happen to catch that number?
I did not catch it. I do appreciate him picking it up. No good by JB. A lot of times officials say that's not my call. They have been told to not say that's not my call. If they see it, they're supposed to call it. And he did a great job. He's a veteran and came in and made up for the underneath official who missed it.
I'd like to see some new officials, Coach. You know, there's been some shortage these last couple of years, so I'd like to see some new guys getting out there and contributing to youth sports.
JB knocks home the second one, 30-13. So we've opened up a 17-point lead as we enter the last minute of the half. Davidson's going to gun a long three up there. It's going to air. Here comes O'Charlie giving to JB, driving length of the court, kind of changed her body there, kind of arced it. Didn't quite get it up there on the board quite right, but we do retain possession. And here comes into the game for the first time
Skylar Oliver.
Sky the Fly Oliver. We'll throw to Miller. She'll gun from the corner. It's bouncing, no good. JB gets it, lays it up, no good. We're pounding the boards good, but we could not follow it back. 17-point lead, 38 seconds to go. Davidson pounding into the lane, looking for left corner pass, penetration, hooking the ball up there from in front. It is no good. Outlet pass to Oberbreckling. Take it down the courts. Drive to one side. Skylar, are they going to call a walk? And they will. She got it to her a little early while she was in the middle of the sprint. It's going to go back. So a few misses down here at one end kept us from getting a 20-point lead. We still lead by 17. Davidson Academy coming up for the last shot. And a call. What are they going to call? Carry. A carry. Okay, so we're going to get the shot, hopefully, at the buzzer with a chance to go up by 19 or 20. 18 seconds left here in the second quarter of action. Nashville Christian leading here in Bellevue, Tennessee. Sky the Fly, dangerous lob, comes in, saved by Whitley behind the back. Going to drive down the lane, kicks over to Duggar, ball overhead, looking. Lays it down, 8 seconds to go. They swing it around to Oberbreckling, looking, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. She's going to drive, and they're going to bail us out there. They're going to bail us out. And Lizzie Dizzy Lacey will go to the line for two shots?
It'll be a double bonus. I believe that's the third foul on number 4. Gracie Wimsett, if I have my count correct. I'm not sure I do, but
Lacey goes to the line, eyes it, guns it. It's going to be off the right, so going to have to readjust that. 30-13, 3 seconds to go. Lizzie eyes it, guns it. This time it's perfect. 31-13, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They'll gun a three-pointer that should not count.
Nope.
And so as we go to the half with a nice first half overall, Nashville Christian leading the Davidson Academy Bears 31-13. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with some of the highlights and stats. You ready? Well, if you're just now joining us live, I know a lot of people will be watching on Saturday and later in the week on YouTube, but Nashville Christian's leading Davidson Academy in our first home game of the year. Our second district games were 1-0. We lead 31-13, and Coach Brothers was going to run down the Lady Eagles scoring.
First for the homestanding Lady Eagles, Emma Oberbreckling with 2 points on a first quarter field goal. J.B. Sizemore with 2 points on 2 free throws. Willie Miller with 9, including 3 of those from the charity stripe. Riley O'Connor with a field goal and 2 points there. Carmen Drake has 8. And Lizzie Lacey with 8 as well, including a 3-point shot. I believe the only 3-point shot made for the game from either team. And then turning around for Davidson Academy, the Lady Bears, Gracie Wimsett has 2, Brianna Thomas with 4, Jolie Coate with 3, Jaylee Joyner and Audrey Coulter both contributing 2 points in the first half. So like you said, 31-13. No real foul trouble for the Lady Eagles. Ava has 2, Grayson has 2, and a few other players with 1 foul, so should be able to stay aggressive in the second half and continue to create those transition baskets.
Really good defense first half. We'll open with the Drake, our only senior, dressing. O'Connor, Pomeroy, Miller, and Harper to open the half. 31-13, 16 minutes left. And here comes Davidson attacking into front court. We've been in man-to-man the entire game. Pass over here on the right wing with Drake putting on good pressure. Harper follows off the screen, keeps the pass from going out top, and we're going to get 3 seconds called on Davidson Academy. So again,
and I think Davidson Academy with Brianna Thomas back in the game, number 11, she's their catalyst, their ball handler. I think she had 3 fouls in the first half, so had to sit much of the second quarter.
They're going to go full court pressure, try to change this pace. Pomeroy pounding along the sideline over there, wheeling, coming past the timeline, is going to float it, and they're going to call her with a walk. And so turnovers matched by both teams as we enter the first
Tell you what, though,
minute.
I like Ava attacking Brianna Thomas there to try to draw another foul early in the second half.
Davidson lunges up a shot, no good. They pick up trash, lay it up, no good. Ball deflected. Still on the floor. Here comes Drake. Carmen past the timeline, pounding, is going to float it up there, no good. O'Connor on the follow, no good, but she's going to be fouled, and we'll go to the line.
I believe that's Jaylee Joyner with, I believe it's going to be her 3rd. No, they call on number 11.
Okay.
Number 11, that'd be her 4th if that's the case.
Is that right?
I think they said number 11, Coach.
The Irish guns it, makes it. 32-13, 7:17 to go.
Good to see Riley get back in the scoring column there with a little bit of a drought there in the second quarter, but to the line and taking advantage.
Guns it, twines it. Now a 20-point lead, biggest of the game for the Eagles, 7:16 to go. Davidson Academy in a world of hurt right now. We've got a long way to go, but Nashville Christian has taken over a little bit here. Stepping through, laying the ball up nicely, good. On the nice penetration there by Thomas. Ball quickly thrown in front court to the Drake. Pounds it along the baseline. She's going to bounce it over to Miller, swings it to Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets a double ball screen. He's going to take it down the lane. Hoops and scoops, no good. The Bears come out of there with it. Trailing by 18, trying to get some momentum back.
Great look by Ava, just didn't quite have enough strength on the shot on the little scoop layup.
Drake putting pressure. Ball swung to the left side. Davidson Academy is going to be the beneficiary of a holding foul on O'Connor down on the baseline. And with an 18-point lead, they will inbounds.
Riley's second foul.
Little screener action. Driver lays it down, kicks it out. Another drive, scoops it up there left-handed. Nicely made by Coate. Nice little left-hand floater there. Ball deflected out, and they are regaining some of the momentum as they pick up a turnover, 33-17.
Well, this is that push, in the first few minutes of the third quarter, second half, if you will, and we just got to withstand the push there and get back into some control.
This time she just kind of throws it up there, O'Connor to Harper. Harper to to Drake for the layup. Good.
That was sort of the Euro step, scoop up and under.
It was. Carmen, sorry, I had some peanut butter lodged in my throat there. 35-17. So we stop a little bit of the bleeding. 18-point lead still, 5:53 to go. Davidson Academy on the penetration. Kick out. Long three. Launches no good. Ava, the Panda Bear, coming past the timeline, pounding left. And, nice scoop over to Miller. I rushed it a little bit, didn't put it up on the glass. Foul, however, back down on the baseline, and it will go against the Bears. And Nashville Christian to inbounds it. And let's see if we lob it into Drake again.
I think that's Wims's fourth foul, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody's got 4 fouls.
The Bears substitute a couple of kids in. The Panda Express looking to lob it in. She throws it into Drake, looks for O'Connor posting, gives to her, lays it up, goes through the two people, no good. Nice move, but we come up short, still ahead by 18, 5:25 to go. The Bears ball screen out top, moving the ball to the right side, penetrating, floater up there, this time no good. A little too strong. O'Connor with the rebound, gives to Drake. Drake 3-on-2. Gives over to Pomeroy, fakes the three, drives, floats it up, no good. Bears on the boards. So both teams in a little bit of a drought. We still lead by 18. 5 minutes to go here. And a walk on the Bears down on the baseline.
Kind of starting the second half like we started the first half, Coach. We are 1 for 5 from the field.
So we had a chance to break it open. They had a chance. We're going to throw this one off the wall. Carmen chases it down. Saved it. O'Connor layup. Good.
Well, that was exciting.
20-point lead. The pass was too far.
Great hustle by Carmen.
Great
awareness.
It down 37-17.
And I'll tell you what was really, you can see the experience that Carmen had there. Chased it down to our baseline and saved it under our own basket. Really not knowing who or if anybody was going to be there, but that's where you want to get it back to in case there is.
So one place you want to throw it, she did it.
And great hustle by Riley. Got to give her credit for hustling down the floor on what looked like it was going to be a ball thrown all the way down the floor out of bounds, and both those girls hustle down and create a basket.
Yeah, I had already gone to the concession stand there. I thought we had turned it over, and Riley sprinted to the block and received the saving pass by Drake to open the gap to 20, and the Bears not liking what they saw. Coaches call a timeout at 4:54 to go as we ready to resume play with the Bears getting the ball on our baseline down here at the far end.
I'll tell you what's nice in this early part of the second half, too, Coach, is Riley O'Connor establishing her presence in the game. She missed one field goal, but made that one there, made 2 free throws. She's been hustling on the defensive end and showed great hustle there in the transition. So really good to see her kind of getting some flow.
So looks like we're in a packed defense here. Everybody's got a foot in the lane. So let's see how Davidson handles it, and they don't. So just that little change there, and they kind of hurry a pass that was open.
Yeah, I haven't been able to keep up with turnovers in doing this, but I got to say that we have forced at least double digits, probably somewhere in the mid-teens, I would say, in turnovers.
Inbound pass to Miller, pounding past the timeline, and is going to lose it from behind. The Bears transitioning down 20. They need something in a hurry. And they're going to launch a three. The long one is up there. It is going to brick, no good. Harper comes out of there, lobs way ahead to Miller. Miller to Drake. Drake spins, puts it up there left-handed, rolls no good, gets it back, lays it up left-handed, no good. But Davidson's going to knock it out of bounds, so we'll get the ball back on the baseline.
2 good looks for Carmen. Just a lot of traffic in there and a lot of tall trees trying to shoot over the top of that and just couldn't get one to fall in.
Well, the ball is going back to Davidson Academy.
I think they missed that one too, Coach.
Yep,
they knocked it out.
I had given it to us. 20-point lead, though, still at 4:21 to go. Bond set to check in. And they're going to let her come in now for the Panda Express. Frizzy Bond's in. And again, Nashville Christian looks like everybody's got a foot in the lane. Everybody will guard their man, but they'll do a lot of containment here.
Some confusion, I think, of where the coaching boxes might be marked. Not sure. Not sure what happened there.
All right, Davidson Academy, as we resume play, 4:20 to go, third quarter, down 20, needing to get something going badly. They pass in the corner, a hurried three, buddy. She knocks it home. Ripping it is number 24, Erica Horton, her first three.
First shot.
First shot, she strips it. 17-point lead. Drake driving, gives to Lacey. Lacey driving, loops it up there, airs it, gets it back, lays it up, good!
Good hustle by Lizzie there.
Dizzy got it, put it back in, gives us a 19-point lead. Davidson Academy trying to go against our pack defense. We're going to give them a couple of threes. This second one is no good. Coming out of there is Lacey. She's going to give it head to Whitley. Whitley is going to back out of there. She's going to shoot it. No, they swing the ball around to Drake. Drake's going to drive. Looking for a help. Doesn't get it, but lays it up there good anyway on the up and under. She actually did 2 up and unders. 21-point lead, 3:20 to go. The Bears in a world of hurt here on Sawyer Brown Road.
12 points for the night so far for Carmen. 1,000-point scorer plus in her career.
Another 3 being gunned up there, and this time ripping it. They've hit 2 out of the last 3 as Chloe Tennant rips it home.
Her first made basket of the night too, Coach.
Cutting it back to 18 points. Passing into Lacey.
Good
she
job.
powers it up there good.
Great
We're
post
doing it
move right
everywhere now. 43-23, 2:50 to go.
Great job getting big in the post and creating a good passing lane right there and then taking it straight to the basket.
The Bears laying the ball down. They're trying to penetrate and kick right now and just yakking some stuff early. They've hit 2 out of the last 3 threes. That was a long 2 missed. And we're struggling there with the ball, and we're going to throw it away down the sideline. The Bears will recover. Still a 20-point deficit. They've got to get some things going quickly to get back in this game. Nice scoop shot, laying that ball up there nicely for the Bears. Good is Brianna Thomas, and she's had several very athletic moves to cut it to 18. Drake sets the court, drives, lays it up there. It is no good. Ball tipped back out here. Harper's going to retrieve it. She's going to give it to Whitley, who loves that baseline. Bottom.
Great hustle again on the offensive boards there.
45-25. Every time we have an answer.
Whitley's first basket of the second half.
National Christian packing in, then they put pressure on the ball, driving middle, no good, but Miller or Bonds will receive the blocking foul, stopping the clock with 1:44 to go. Substitutions coming in.
I think that's Grayson's third, Coach.
All right, Emma Oberbreckling, the Gatlin gun, coming in along with the Panda Bear. Going out, Harper and Miller. 1:44 to go, 45-25. Friday night basketball action, single A, Davidson Academy, Nashville Christian. She guns it up there. This one's going to bounce off the right rim. Drake with a rebound, gives it over to Pomeroy. Ava pounding past the timeline, going to take it down low. Lacey's going to drive the baseline. I think they're going to get a block called in her favor, and we'll take the ball out, baseline out of bounds.
31, that has to be her fourth. I know I've seen 4 fouls on her.
45-25, 20-point lead. In quickly to Drake. She's going to hand to Emma. Emma penetrating, gives to the Panda. Baseline Lacey, no good. Nice shot.
Good pass, good shot.
Good pass, good shot. 45-25, 1:20 to go. Davidson Academy in a hurry, trying to launch stuff up there quickly to get back in the game. Pounding along the side baseline, it's no good. Picked up by Bonds. Bonds ahead to Pomeroy. Pomeroy left hands it up there, no good. Getting at the ball, Lacey, she got hacked, no call. Long rebound picked up by Drake. Drake looks over the court, gives to Lacey. Cutting inside is Emma. She's going to get it, lays it up there, good. Nice vision of the court by Lizzie Dizzy Lacey, hitting the Gatlin gun as she laid it up off the right side. We stretch it to 22.
Again, Coach, I love how our eyes are up when we have the ball in our hands.
45 seconds to go. Nice help on the baseline. That's where they want to force it. Davidson in a lot of trouble here as we enter the last 35 seconds. They're going to throw another 3 up there. This one is bouncing, no good. Emma with the rebound, comes out of there, whisking past the timeline, gives the ball over to Drake. Drake down the left side, pulls the ball back out. A little reaching, nothing there. Drake trying to set the court. Pressure by the Bears. Call the timeout. Nope, over to Overbreckling. 16 seconds,
kick.
Just throws it away.
No, it's a kick.
But we come out of there with it. JB Sizemore checking in. And JB, if you're listening later, Coach Brothers informed me that I've been calling you
Reese Duggar.
Reese Duggar, the peanut butter. Sorry about that. Y'all were both just aggressive. Ball into Drake, to JB. That's JB Sizemore with the ball. Gives to Skylar Oliver. Oh, she almost walked. Gives to Drake. 6 seconds to go. Spins. 5 seconds. 4. Skylar, she guns the 3. It's off the back of the rim. No good. The horn will sound.
Right. Got a good shot right there.
Well, even though we didn't blow it out, we still maintain a nice 22-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. National Christian up on the visiting Bears of Davidson Academy, 47-25. We'll be back in a couple of moments.
Coach, some good scoring here in the second half. If you look overall in the game, first quarter we put 14 on the board. Second quarter we score 17 points. Third quarter we score 16 points. So some good consistency.
Very good.
Even with the thing that we've missed some shots we really will be hitting later in the season.
Right.
And could have even extended the lead a little more, but you like to see the consistency of play.
Not a bad opening night thus far for the Eagles. Hopefully we can maintain this lead. Carmen Drake pounding past the right, down the right side. She's going to hand off to the Sky. Sky reverse dribble, back cut.
Good back door.
Whitley takes it up. That is Carmen. Takes it up there, and we almost threw it away on the baseline. We save it. JB gets to Emma. Emma over here to Pomeroy. Driving. The Panda lays it up. No good. Scholar boards it. No good. Rejected and blocked inside. Big Joyner got it. Davidson Academy looking to Joyner here. Lays it up, no good. You would think they'd try to hurt us more doing that.
Well, we've been fronting that post a lot. That's
right.
The first inlet they've got to the post down on the block.
Scholar thinks better of it, gives to Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets a ball screen from Carmen. Carmen gets the ball right back from Pomeroy. Now sets the action, 22-point lead, 7:05 to go. Drake driving is
That's
rejected, and they're going to call a foul.
All right, if I'm right, that's a 5th. If not, she's going to get 6.
Okay, Julie Joyner, let's see. It looks like they're subbing her. She has got 5.
Glad I was right about something.
You got it. Math major from Vanderbilt. So that's it for her.
She fouls out. Jaylee Joyner fouls out with 2 points, hitting 1 for 6.
Yeah, she's
on
good
the night,
looking.
and that's their post player. They were trying to get if not feature her, at least her be a presence on the offensive end, and she just was not able to do that tonight.
She's a good looking athlete. Just didn't work real well inside for tonight. 47-25. Carmen misses the first, knocks home the second. Miller back in. She will replace Drake. Miller did not come in for Miller. Miller came in for Drake.
That would be hard to do.
Yeah. 48-25. Academy trying to pound the ball down the middle. They do take it. A floater is going to be no good. Patron rebound, throws it back out top. Davidson Academy really in a deep hole here, 23-point deficit, and now they're going to walk with the ball on the sideline and have a couple more subs checking in. Here comes Charlie.
And good opening of the fourth quarter here, Coach, for us defensively. We've played 1:20 in the fourth quarter, and they've only managed to get one shot off, and it was that sort of forced shot down in the paint right there.
The Irish also checked in. Charlie bringing the ball past the timeline in a 23-point game. She doubled.
Yep.
Meant to pass it, then the pass wasn't there, and picked it up and laid it back down. 48-25, 6:33 to go.
I know that's one thing that Coach Wilkerson will be, emphasizing coming out of this game is just too many turnovers, too many unforced errors in aggressive play, and we're trying to make things happen. We just got to be a little more aware of ourselves on the offensive side.
Another floater up here, no good. And Scholar in there battling, and The call goes to us as she went up. Miller to inbounds against the full court pressure. Harper gets open. She's going to hand back to Miller, who's going to rip it past the timeline down the left side, behind the back into the middle, hands to Harper. Harper backs out, sets the court in a 23-point lead. About to get the 5 seconds. Back cut is not there. Davidson pounding it past the timeline. Johnson looking, wheels, floats it up there this time. No good. She gets her own rebound, kicks it out. The long three this time is bouncing off the rim. And Sky, the fly, gets it. Gives to Miller. Right side, O'Charlie. Looks, gives to the fly over here to Gatlin. I believe Gatlin walked. No, they get it to her, and this time she did. Double dribble. So this is one of those things where you're winning, you're comfortable, but not executing. So I know Coach Dan not happy with the last few possessions. Bonds checking in for Harper.
Yeah, just, some just kind of a lack of patience on the offensive end, just kind of playing a little bit too anxious to get things going, and just a young team. Just really look young in that series right there.
Here's the floater up there, no good. Davidson cannot get one. The Irish gets the board, almost throws it away, but the Sky saves it. Over to Bonds, down here to Gatlin. Gatlin's got it to Gatlinburg. Over here to Whitley. We're cutting, nothing there. Controlling the ball nicely this time. Sky gives it over here to Emma. Emma O'Connor fakes. Cut off to Drake. She'll go on a three. Did she make it? It bounces long. We still maintain a 23-point lead, but neither team able to connect very well. And there's a walk there. Actually double dribble.
I think it would have been a charge if it had not been a double dribble.
Right. And Reese, Peanut Butter Duggar coming in for the barbecue. Bears to inbounds under the board. No, we've got it, excuse me.
Played almost 4 minutes in this fourth quarter, Coach, and 1-0 so far in the fourth quarter. Not much.
And we throw it away, but Emma saves it left-handed over to O'Connor. O'Connor roaring past the timeline, goes to the lane, backs it out, nothing there.
Smart decision there.
Very good, and we set the court. Over Breckling with the ball, bounces, rough bounce. Bonds retrieves it, get the counted on, 48-25. They're going to call her. No, she gets the ball screen. Gets to Duggar. Duggar penetrates. Left hands it over here to Emma. Emma looking. We're struggling, and they grab her. That's she just pulled. Just held on, kind of like offensive holding there, trying to bring them back. So still with a 23-point lead, we are going to inbounds here. Bonds with 4 across the baseline. See if we can get it into the Irish. We do. Lobs it. Looks Duggar. Posts nicely. Pays it up, lays it up, good!
Good look by Riley that time. Good job by Reese.
Nice job by Peanut Butter. We go to 25-point. Floater by Davidson is an air. And Emma, long pass to Bonds. Bonds gets it to O'Connor down the lane, lays it up, good! And she was fouled. Nice transition by the Eagles to push this thing out of reach, we hope.
That's 5 fouls on her too, Coach.
They are Davidson Academy having a tough time right now. 52-25, 27-point lead. We're at the halfway mark of the quarter, and leaving is Brianna Thomas. Good athlete.
Yeah, picked up 3 fouls early in the first half. Had to sit probably the 3/4 of the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kept pushing the ball towards her and picked up her 5th with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the game.
The Irish guns it. Bang. JB, the junkyard dog, checks in. She said, why are you calling me junkyard? I said, you pick up the trash, you do the dirty work. She said, okay, I'm good with that. 53-25, 4:02 to go. Bonds putting on the pressure. Now the driver is rejected, lays it back up there, no good. Reese, JB keeping the ball alive. Emma left-handed over here to Reese. Duggar takes it down, lays it up left-handed. The ball is attempted to be saved by the Bears on the baseline. It will go to us. And coming in is Macy the Parade Crompton. So she gets action. The girls were excited about that. Reese gets it, lays it down. Ball swung over to the Sky. Back out top. JB.
Want to see this group do a good job of just protecting the ball, making smart passes, not forcing the issue too much.
Little handoff motion action. JB takes it, lays it up off the board.
Good
no
move.
good.
Good move by JB, just couldn't get it to fall.
Bears into front court. Down, was that 28? And that was a Bricko block, definitely. We're running. Bonds to Duggar. Duggar stops, and she's getting ready to lay it up. It's deflected out of bounds, but we retain possession. And Davidson will sub in. We lead 53-25, 3:14 to go. The neat thing is all the inside
Just
not there.
Mishandled Macy.
It's picked up Macy. Oh, no good. The crowd wanted that one. Thought we had it. She left-handed up there. Still a 28-point lead. If Davidson's wondering why we don't go to our bench, we have. We're playing everybody.
Got an offensive control foul right there on Davidson Academy.
And they're going to call it 53-25. The ball turned over to the Lady Eagles. So hopefully
number 10, I think, Anaya Wilson.
The Sky gets it. Picks up her dribble, left hands it over to Bonds. Bonds sets the court, 2:54 to go. Brings it back out to Sky. Sky looks at Macy. Macy, hopefully we can get her on the boards here. Bonds driving, gives to Schuyler.
2 steps there.
A little rough with the ball. They wanted Macy to yak it. Give to Bonds. Bonds in the corner. She's going to penetrate. Kick out to Schuyler. Schuyler with 18 foot along the baseline. It's going to air. Duggar lays it back up there. Good. Nice job by Peanut Butter laying it up on the left hand. 55-25, coach. 30-point lead late.
Like to see these girls, do a good job of being smart with the ball, not forcing shots, but taking open shots. Still 2 minutes to go. You want to keep playing. They're not the time right now with this lead to pull it out and do nothing with it.
Tell you, not perfect defense, but real good defense, I tell you, even by these young kids.
Well, they're all young.
They're all young. Yeah, we've got one vet, literally.
That's a foul on JB, her first.
30-point lead. If you just joined us, boys action coming up in a moment. 2:09 to go. We lead by 30 in a big way. And nice help.
I tell you what, JB's foul right there, only the 3rd team foul of the half. So playing some good defense.
Taking it in, hooks it up there. It's just off the back rim. Nice move by Sizemore. 30-point lead, under 2 down. Tenna's going to gun a long 3. That's going to be air, and we're going to come out of there running. Here comes Sky looking, throws ahead. It's going to be off the hands of Duggar, and we'll go over on turnover.
Really enjoy the way that we're hustling up and down the floor on both sides, offensively, defensively. Everybody that we bring into the game with fresh legs, takes advantage of that, and we're really moving well without the ball, and therefore, moving the ball well as a result.
It's a good opening win for us. We go up now by 30 with 1:45 to go. Here in the contest, winding down. Davidson gets in a few reserves also. Penetration, nice floater up there off the front rim. Gets it back, throws it, no good. And so they're struggling to get the ball up there. And our younger girls, a little bit better than their young girls.
Our reserve younger girls.
Yeah. So we've 12 people have gotten to play extensively for the Lady Eagles tonight. This is the kind of game you like. I know not perfect, but you got to love our effort and position on defense.
Well, the fact that we can play to this kind of lead and not play perfect, shows the ability to improve as the season goes on.
Grayson trying to take it down. JB had the 3, going to penetrate, hooks that ball up there again, just short. Ball comes out of there. It's deflected from behind, picked up by the Lady Eagles. Here comes Sky coming down. Ball inside, thrown away. Nothing there. JB looking for a cutter, wasn't quite there. 1:02 to go, 30-point lead as we wind things up here on our first game at home, and we'll go to 2-0 here. Davidson will fall to 0-2.
In the region.
In our region, yes.
I think that makes us 6-1 overall, is that right?
Yes. No, we are. We'll be 6-2.
6-2.
And they laid the ball up there good. Davidson.
That was Jenna Coat.
55-27. Bonds rolling past the timeline. Going to give it to the gunner who misses. That's Peanut Butter, misses. And Bears the other way with 30 seconds left in the contest. Well, throws that one up there, and we knock her to the floor with 28.8 to go. And hopefully we can get out of here with no more whistles, although that is doubtful.
Second foul on JB on the night. Team's fourth only in the second half.
So in a 28-point contest with 28.8 to go, Johnson guns it, makes it. Nice looking shot by Cleo.
Her first points of the night.
55-28. Johnson eyes the mark. Release and off two rims. No good. Sizemore looking way ahead to Duggar. Going to throw it a little late, but she gets it anyway. She's in trouble, struggling on the lane. Gets it to Skylar. They want her to shoot. We're trying to get the ball to Macy. Macy makes a cut. I don't know if we can get it to her in time. 13 seconds to go. Trying to set a ball screen. Kick it out to Macy. And we're not going to do it. Grayson took it down the lane.
It's going to be a 1-1.
We'll get a 1-1, so doubtful Macy's going to get a shot here. I think Braden was hollering at his sister to throw the ball to Macy, so there may be some conflict at home later.
Have to settle that out in the driveway, I guess.
It could get ugly.
My money's on Grayson.
Grayson guns it off the backboard. Oh, Macy had a chance. There's still time. 6 seconds to go. JB's going to take it, lay it up. Good! 3, 2, 1. That ends our contest. JB, nice penetration, laying it up there for a 57-28 win as our Eagles, with a nice defensive effort and not perfect offense, but still put enough points on the board for a big win.
Yep, quick disclaimer, not that Braden's not tough enough to take his sister. I just don't think he would want to do that, being the big brother that
right,
he is.
Being the leader of the home there. So, in a few moments, we'll be back with boys action. They're getting ready to come out for the warm-ups. Coach Jeff Brothers and I will be taking a break. And so, great opening win for our Eagles. Final score, National Christian Lady Eagles 57, Davidson County Bears 28. We'll be back in a few moments for boys action. Well, we're back ready to resume basketball action. Boys basketball, Davidson Academy, about ready for their opening introductions. And Davidson Academy, we'll set their court here. Number 4, Drew Jimenez. Number 5, Adam Urquhart. Number 10, Lorenzo McMillian. Excuse me, that is 22 Will Soapcott, my bad. Number 24, Isaiah Shaw. And number 30, Caleb Shaw. So they may be brothers. We'll try to find that out. And so now for your Nashville Christian Eagles. Starting, Martise the Mustang Edwards. Number Luke Cat Daddy Catalon. Number 4, Donovan the General Smith. Number 25, Anderson Money Mo Morgan. And number 33, Caleb the Freak Tyson. As we come in with a 1-0 record in the district, coach, after the opening win against Mount Juliet Christian.
Yeah, a late start for a lot of these guys due to the football season, so it was good to see them get back into action. Really, their first night was against Martin Luther King Jr., and a great win for us over there in a greatly contested game. And then, at Mount Juliet Christian with a district win to get us kind of going and hopefully carry that momentum into tonight. Real quick, as we come out of the girls' game, Coach, we had 3 girls scoring in double figures, so I thought that was worth noting.
Right.
Whitley Miller had 11, Carmen Drake had 13, and Lizzie Lacey had 12. So a great night for the girls. Hopefully the boys follow suit.
All right, tip up controlled by Luke Cat Daddy Catalon. He'll hand to the general. Donovan Smith will set the court. Left side over here to Martise Edwards. Catalon on top to Anderson. Nice movement around. They look for Caleb inside. Handoff dribble. Morgan right side. Luke Catalon thinks better of it to Martise. Good motion as we move the ball around, getting Davidson Academy to chase a little bit. Now Donovan sets the court. Martise directs traffic. He sets up on the left side. Pass comes to him. Edwards looking. Caleb now comes out on top. As we set a couple of back picks, we go down low. We look down low. Catalon wants to drive. Thinks better of it to Martise. We've controlled the action here so far. The general gives to Anderson. He'll gun it. Did he make it? Off the back rim. No good. 7:10 to go. We took it all the way down to 7:10. 50 seconds, but nothing there. Long pass deflected out of bounds by Caleb Tyson. So our first minute of play, no score yet. Eagles 0 for 1 from the field.
Good patience on the offensive end. Got a good looking shot. So, good job, staying within our offense, moving the ball around and getting the shot we wanted. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Davidson Caddy, the left-hander, guns it up there, rolling, no good. Tyson with the board. Gives to the general. He'll set the field. Coming past the timeline, looks to Martise, the Mustang. Swings it back to Anderson, right side to Cat Daddy. Thinks better of it. Brings it back out here to Smith. Donovan sets the court, man-to-man by the Bears. First quarter action just started 0-0. Little UCLA action. Ball screen for Luke. Now they look inside of the roller, Caleb. Nothing there. And they're going to get a foul called, and that will be against the Bears holding Caleb on the baseline. That was number 24.
Isaiah
Shaw.
That's his team first.
6:35 to go first quarter. We are still scoreless. We set the inbounds. Luke gives to Donovan. Donovan in the corner. Backs it out of there. And he's going to lob inside to Caleb. Caleb looking, tries to make a move, pounds it, and it's going to be drawing the foul. Nice job of getting the Bear in the air to draw the foul.
You've been waiting on that one, haven't you? That's well played.
Just right off the top of my head, Coach.
First foul on Jimenez, team second.
So Caleb Tyson hopes to give us our first point in our gym this season, and he does not on this attempt. Our girls were really cold early, but came back to post a 30-point win, or was it 32 points?
Can't remember off the top of my head, but it's 57-28. So
Caleb off the back rim, and let's see, we're going to get Davidson in the lane early, and so he'll get the.
So how does that in statistics, Coach? Is that a missed free throw and then another opportunity, or did that free throw not exist?
It counts as a miss.
Okay.
It does. So hopefully he doesn't go 0 for 3 here. And he doesn't. And there's our first point in our gym for the season. Martise picking up the point guard up top. That's Caleb Shaw. Martise quick as a cat. We're calling him the Mustang, though. Morgan closes out a little long there. Davidson in trouble here. Good pressure by the Eagles. On the cutter, it's picked up by Caleb as he got the pass deflection. Give to Donovan past the timeline. 1-0, just under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Screen and roll action into Caleb. He may have walked, tries to do up and under, but pounds it up there. Good! Lays the power dribble up there nicely. Caleb's got all 3 of our points at 5:40 to go.
Good post move right there. Good patience down in the post by Caleb.
Davidson gunning a three-pointer. Will Soapcut bombs it to tie the score. Catalon driving baseline, backs it back out, loops it across here to Donovan, who gives to Martise. Martise driving, spins, fakes, kicks it out. Nice one to Catalon. The long bomb, no good. Davidson battling. Martise comes out of there with it. Gives to Anderson. He'll gun. In and out. 5:15 to go. A lot of action here, not a lot of scoring. Davidson in the front corner on the right side. Martise will deflect that away. Martise will get it. Martise takes it, powers it up. No good, but he draws the foul. Nice defense there by Martise, drawing the foul, Coach, in a 3-3 game.
That's Caleb Shaw on the foul, his first. That'll be the team third. It was a good job by Martise, being patient, kind of drawing that contact, knowing it was coming.
Martise, the Mustang, Edward, will go to the line.
Coach, can I request that we not call him Mustang? Just
well, he's not. We're not thinking about that school. We're thinking about his speed, galloping down the court. He liked it, but we'll re-examine it. We'll look. I don't know, Martise Eagle, maybe, possibly. Martise misses the first, guns the second one, and that one's short. But he gets his own board. Boy, he is quick. He's going to lose it out of bounds at the 5:02 mark of the first quarter.
Just couldn't quite come to balance after he extended for the ball right there. But great hustle. Just got to hit the easy shots and got to settle in. Kind of like we talked about with the girls.
Right. Davidson sets their court. High screen and popping the ball in again is Shaw from the three-point line after setting a cutting screen. So Davidson takes the lead 6-3. Donovan hanging 15-footer, not a bad shot, no good. Marsh gets it, kicks it out to Anderson, no good. Jalen hustling nicely, and they're going to get him for a foul down there on the baseline. So Jalen Marsh has checked in for Caleb Tyson, and coming in for Anderson.
Who was that foul on? Was that on?
I'm sorry. Oh, that
Jalen.
was on Jalen, yeah.
His first, team first.
Adam the Pistol Harper in. Martise pressuring the ball out top. Handoff. Harper's got the ball, covers the ball outside. Handoff action. Davidson Academy will throw it out of bounds. Pretty good defensive pressure. Let's get a shot of our crowd over there. And we've got some, we'll try to get them later. They're very active. Both sides very active.
Great student section tonight for
both
Nashville
groups, yes. Martise Edwards left side. Swings the line to Marsh. Marsh looking to penetrate, gives to Donovan. Donovan left-hand pass to Harper. He'll gun a three. Did he make it? Off the back rim, no good. Martise gets another hand on it. Martise is everywhere. Davidson running into front court. And they're going to get a foul called in their favor as Jalen's going to get his second here quickly. So he may have to come out. We are at the just under 4 minutes and a low-scoring 6-3 game.
Because we've taken a lot of threes. We are 0 for 5 from three-point line. I'd like to see us maybe get some inside penetration, get some closer looks.
And they're going to get an offensive call. Luke got elbowed on the drive. Davidson.
And that's going to be Isaiah Shaw's second foul of the first quarter.
Shaw on the penetration. Luke just enjoys playing.
He does.
And talking. 6-3. Davidson on top. Harper, left side, looking for a posting Luke Catalon. Harper spins in the side, lays it up, hanging, no good. Rebound by Sean. Nice boards there, brings the ball past the timeline. Academy, he'll gun a three, and he'll make it. 9-3, we're going to call a timeout. Down by 6, 3:26 to go. Quick timeout.
Davidson Academy 3 for 3 on 3-point shots. Nashville Christian 0 for 5.
And that is the difference right now in the contest as we trail 9-3. We're having a little trouble getting on court. They've been good shots, just haven't fallen.
No, got some good looks by Caleb Tyson down inside. Like to see us, kind of get into the paint. We've drawn some fouls down there. We got to hit our free throws. We haven't been able to do that yet either. But, can't live and die by the three-pointer when you're not hitting them.
Right.
So you got to get something else going.
So with 3:26 to go, if you're just joining us on a Friday night on Sawyer Brown Road, Davidson Academy leading our Nashville Christian Eagles 9-3. It's developing quite a rivalry here in football and basketball both. So
yeah, two good schools, two good athletic programs, a lot of good coaches, a lot of good athletes. Just a fun, friendly, but certainly strong rivalry.
Right, and it's good to see both sections with a little enthusiasm. Lob inside to Caleb Tyson from Martise Edwards, and he bangs it off the glass. He's got 5. Is that right?
Yep.
And we cut the deficit 9-5. Oh, back cut. It is no good, but they lay the ball back up good. That's number 4, Drew Jimenez, putting back the missed shot to take the lead back to 11-5. The general hands to the Mustang. He's going to take the ball to the left side or to the top of the key. Bad pass inside. And Davidson is going to touch the ball on the baseline, going back to the Eagles, trailing 11-5, 2:46 to go, first quarter action. Donovan sets the court into Luke. Another bad pass. We're trying to force it into Caleb. He's posting hard, but it's not there. Davidson playing tight. Help. Jimenez makes a move back over here on the right side of Shaw. Shaw brings it outside. Right side here to Sopka. Coach said they've hit 3 3-pointers. They're going to drive on this one. Martise is going to get called for the hold.
On the floor. Martise's first.
Our third.
Foul, our third team foul.
5:11 to go. Morgan Anderson back in for, looks like Adam Harper. Martise will stay in. So we set our baseline defense. Lob out here to Jimenez. He gets the ball screen, keeps his dribble. Driving, hanging, shot nicely made by Caleb Shaw. He's long, Coach. It's hard to get a deflection on his shots.
Yeah, does a good job of creating space and then taking the ball up, and nice follow through on that one.
Edwards behind the back pass, lobs it inside. And again, we try to go to Caleb. They're going to call Caleb for reaching. So a little bit of frustration there on the Eagles' part, just having trouble getting into a flow here, trailing 13-5 as we pass under the 2-minute mark of the first quarter here at Nashville Christian.
Yeah, just got to find some offensive rhythm down there, and keep playing hard on defense.
Cannonball Anderson guarding the ball. Caleb gets rid of it. Going to get it back on the cut. Pretty good defense that time by the Eagles. Nice pressure and help. Anderson gunning another 3. This one is there. He releases quickly, so he's got the green light. That one, as the crowd lets him know, did not draw iron. 13-5. Smith sets the offense. And they're going to pop Catalon out on the right wing. He's going to gun a 3. The long one, bottom. 13-8. And timeout Davidson. Quick timeout, nice 3. I imagine they've said, let's not let Luke shoot wide open, and that's what the Bears did then, Coach.
Yeah, and that's a shot Luke is comfortable taking, the little step back 3. We've taken quite a few shots where our percentage is low, but at the same time we're only down 5. Whereas Davidson has hit a much higher percentage of their shots. And, we just got to it'll balance itself out, the yin and yang kind of the basketball game in the first quarter, certainly in the first half. We just got to stay close enough kind of tighten it down on defense a little bit and start dropping some of these shots we're taking.
The ebb and flow of the game, back and forth basketball is a game of streaks, and really at no level is a 20-point lead safe anymore. And so long way to go in this one. Eagles down 5 with a little momentum there after the 3 by Catalon. So as they break the huddles, Davidson Academy Bears will put the ball in play on the baseline. Nashville Christian will be picking up at midcourt in their man-to-man.
It's going to be Anderson, Tyson, Smith, and Catalon in the game for the Eagles.
The Bears into front court, 13-8, minute 10 to go. Shaw penetrating. He handles the ball quite a bit. Ball to Urquhart. Gunning the ball, making the ball, the 3 ball, Drew Jimenez.
He was happy about it, too.
He was very happy, showing everyone he had a 3. 16-8, 54 seconds to go.
My guess is he didn't expect to hit it after all.
Little 3-man weave out here on top by the Eagles. 47 seconds to go. They've doubled the lead at 16-8. Cannonball takes it right side. Morgan guns it. He was, I thought, contacted. Caleb gets it, puts it back up. Good for his 7th point. 16-10. 32 seconds to go in the first quarter of action. Caleb Shaw sets the court for the Bears, leading by 6. Last half minute of the contest, first quarter.
Good defense by Cannon.
Boy, he bounced that on the base on the
half-court
line.
He sure did.
It hit the volleyball cover there. 13 seconds, 12. Gets the ball screen. He's going to take it. He will not pass it. Fall away 15-footer, no good. 6 seconds. We've got time. Donovan down the court. 4 seconds to Anderson. Guns it with 3 seconds. Misses it. Puts it back up at the buzzer. Rims no good. Nice transition. Nice putback. But the first quarter ends with Davidson Academy on top. 16-10 over our Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, ready to resume play here. Back at Nashville Christian Complex. Coach, can you run down this first quarter scoring for both teams?
Yep, Drew Jimenez with 5 points for Davidson Academy. Will Sopka with 3. Got
our buzzer
clock
is working.
Problem. All right, Isaiah Shaw with 3, Caleb Shaw with 5 for a total of 16. Davidson Academy. A little easier to get through the scoring in Nashville Christian. Luke Catalon's hit a 3, and Caleb Tyson has the other 7 for 10 points.
6-point deficit for the Eagles, just starting action here in the second quarter. 5-out action, actually 4 out with 1 at the high post. Now they put 2 at the high post. And they try to clear out the backside, and they get it. Laying the ball up, back over his head. Good as Caleb Shaw, as they brought everybody high and then backdoored. And it was slow developing, but it still worked.
Yeah, just kind of stayed patient, kind of lulled us to sleep a little bit with all those high screens and got the backdoor cut over the top.
Luke gets a UCLA cut, lays it up, back over his head. Good. And he was fouled on an excellent penetrating move.
Great touch
by Luke, driving from the right wing, lays it up to get it back to 18-12 at the 7:22 mark.
Yeah, you know, Luke can really elevate quickly and can get a lot of height on that jump, and so just stayed up in the air long enough to clear the defensive play and then was able to lay it in and draw the foul.
So Cat Daddy Catalon will be at the line, and checking in is Matty Ice McClary. We sound kind of like Rucker Park here, Coach, with our nicknames.
I can't keep up with
the kids. We've been working on it all day. So Nashville Christian cuts it to 5. Davidson Academy, a couple new troops in there also. Good pressure out there by McClary. And they're going to lob it inside to their big man. Luke nicely helps deflect the ball away. Luke also proud of himself after that one.
Yeah, I think he realizes he got away with a little bit of contact there.
That might have been it too. Oh, McClary with a nice denial. Gets it long past to Anderson, forced it. Anderson trying to get it back. Jimenez coming out of there, takes it all the way down, lays it up. Good by Jimenez. Nice play. We forced the long pass after the turnover. So a big 4-point swing there. Catalon will gun. He will miss. Caleb gets it back, lays it up. Good, powering it in, going to the boards. 20-15, and the action starting to pick up. Martise Edwards set to check in for the Eagles. 20-15, 6:25 to go. Shaw out top. Over to Jimenez, getting the ball, screening the roll. Thinks better of it. Big man outside is number 52. That's Caleb, and I did not get his last name for some reason. Donovan Smith with the board, bringing the ball down. Wants a three, thinks better of it. Looks, kicks it to Morgan. Anderson guns it in and out. But Tyson with the board again. McClary looking for the three. Instead rips it to Anderson, who sets the court to Smith. 20-15. Action picking up, both sides very active vocally, and we just throw the ball away. Not sure what happened there. 20-15. Davidson.
I think Luke was expecting Matt to continue coming up the boards there, and Matt had ideas of stopping. The ball was just a little too wide of the mark. Caleb Smith.
Caleb Smith, number 52, had checked in for Davidson Academy. Back out now. Luke try to get a three. They swing the ball nicely, and they also throw it out of bounds. Right in front of our vocal cheering section, and they're letting him know that he messed up. You can usually count on the opposing cheering section letting you know when you make a mistake.
They generally make a note of it.
20-15. Donovan comes down, gets a high ball screen. Setter sips, goes to the left, gets back to Anderson. Anderson drives, hanging 15. No, he gets into Martise, mishandles it, keeps his dribble nicely, gives to Tyson, fakes it, he's going to charge.
That was a flop, but Caleb did lower his shoulder, but that was
he did lower his shoulder.
Quite the embellished landing there.
It was a little acting, but it was a good call. Matt
It was
McClary.
a good call. It was an offensive foul. I'm not sure it was quite as devastating as it played out on camera.
Yeah, that looked almost 9-1-1-ish. 20-15. 5:23 to go. The Bears setting the court with long, lanky Caleb Shaw bringing the ball into front court. There's a interesting matchup there with Martise Edwards on Shaw, and he's going to throw it out of the way. Good denial by Catalon and good pressure by Martise. Martise telling Coach Shaw he's pushing off. 20-15. So action really heating up here on a beautiful Friday night. Horns, double ball screen out top. Donovan wants to go one-on-one, gives to Anderson. Anderson to Edwards. Edwards fakes, dribbles, will take it in, pounds it up there. Was he fouled? He was fouled. Martise hanging in the air, drawing the foul, and going to the line at the 4:56 mark for two shots in a 20-15 game.
That foul was on number 5, Adam Urquhart. His first, team 6th.
Martise Edwards at the line for two. Martise had a great football season this year, Coach.
He did. 0 for 2 from the line tonight, though. Needs to improve that percentage right here to get us back in the scoring column.
Football players are a little rusty, but still they've looked pretty smooth since they've come back from a great football 11-1 season. And he tickles the twine on that one to cut it to 4. So we've got what's shaping up to be a classic battle here on Sawyer Brown Road. Martise can cut it to 3, and he does. Bounces, rolls, drops, and we've got a 30-second timeout. And we'll take a brief break with our score. Nashville Christian cutting the deficit against Davidson Academy, 20-17, 4:56. Back in a moment. Back at action here at Nashville Christian. We're down 20-17. Shaw under pressure, bringing the ball past for the Bears. Donovan all over him now. Jimenez, pressure from Catalon, tries to set the offense. Gets the ball screen out top, and they're going to call a block on Will Sopka, and he went after him. Nice block if you're in football.
It's a good hip check for a hockey game.
Martise Edwards will inbound to Donovan Smith. The general will set the field. 20-17, we trail by 3. Donovan, handoff, gives to Anderson, hanging 7-footer, bouncing, no good. He's had some good shots, they won't drop. 20-17, the Bears, long pass into front court, laying the ball up. Good, it's number 22, Will Sopka. And they stretch the lead to 5. Catalon quickly in the front court, driving down the baseline. Cut off, long pass to Anderson, gunning the 3. Will D make it? No, he's still off. 22-17, 4:10 to go. Bears roaring past the timeline. Gunning a 3 here from the corner, and it's good by number 20, Robert Brees. And they extend the lead to 8. So we definitely need to get into our offense. 25-17. Luke looks to penetrate. He's going to take it all the way. And how they didn't call a foul there.
Not sure.
I thought he got fouled twice. Jimenez gunning, no good. So we got away with that. Here comes Anderson out of there. Look to McClary down the left side. Anderson wolfed from behind but picks it up. Ball set. Round to the right side. Moved back up top to Edwards. Left side, Donovan. Donovan swings it back over to Catalon. Fakes, penetrates, kicks out to McClary. Gunning the left-hander a little long. Martise trying to get a hand on the boards. At an 8-point lead. Davidson bring it past the timeline. Shaw rambling, take it, hanging, leaning, 12-footer, no good. Both teams cold. Smith, 25-17, 3:08 to go, behind the back. Hanging, 12-footer is good. Make that a 16-footer. Just outside the free throw line. Nice hanging shot by the freshman.
Yeah, just a freshman showing some great poise on the floor, handling the ball and taking good shots.
Martise steals it. Martise taking the ball in, loses it, gets it back. Powers fakes, lays up, good. We cut it to 4. And a roll going. 2:45 to go. The pressure full court bothering Davidson somewhat. Coach Russell changing up a little bit of the tempo and momentum here. 25-21. Davidson with the pressure on Nashville Christian. Jimenez take it all the way in, lays it up and stops the flow. 27-21. Smith quickly into front court. The game picking up. Martise Edwards hands back to Donovan, who will set the offensive court. Checking in is Cannonball Anderson and Harper. Donovan hands to Catalon. Catalon is elbowed by number 5, Adam Urquhart.
They called a foul.
Urquhart and
Called a foul on number 5.
I thought they called a foul. He's calling a double, isn't he? Is he calling a double foul?
No.
Okay.
It's a bonus. We're in the bonus.
I'm sorry. Yeah, when I saw him stretch the hands, it looked like a double foul. And so we're going to get a timeout here. 2:07 to go. Second quarter action. Nashville Christian, 6-point deficit against the visiting Davidson Academy Bears. Back in a moment. Got a little cheerleader competition here with Reagan going 102 against the Davidson Academy cheerleaders, and so the competition heating up.
That's what you like about high school sports, you know. Everything's a competition.
I'm not sure who won. Both teams felt like their cheerleaders won. Luke Catalon.
Certainly some great athleticism shown by cheerleaders from both squads.
It was. That's pretty good.
I would break my spine in 8 places trying to do one of those.
It doesn't even look normal. 6-point lead. Catalon will try to cut it down. Guns it on the 1-and-1, rims out. Boy, we've had a lot of those.
Cold.
As we go to the 2-minute mark here, 6-point lead. Shaw lobby at the Jimenez. He's going to lose it. Jimenez out of bounds in front of the cheerleaders, and it will go over to the white navy blue Eagles here. And Donovan sets the court. 1:55 to go. Gives to Martise. Martise penetrating, a little motion action. Gives to McClary. He's going to lose it, and he's fouled.
If my calculations are correct from the field coach, we were just 8 of 23 in the first half.
Still in the game also. So again, early season action. Again, a lot of these kids coming from football and totally dedicated there, and then switching gears almost overnight. McClary guns it, makes it. Matty Ice with his first point. 27-22. Matt will attempt to cut it to 4. 1:48, second quarter action left. Guns it up there, knocks it home. 27-23, 1:48 to go. Jimenez to set the court. Catalon comes out to pressure him. Nice denial on the wing. Ball thrown in the corner, and they're trying to pull the ball out of there. And I don't have his, he's a JV player, coach. I don't have him on the roster.
Hope they added him to the main book because
Yep.
he's not in ours.
Davidson Academy weave action out top, 4-point lead, 1:20 to go. Jimenez will gun a long one off the rim, no good, and ball out of bounds to us with 1:16 to go.
I'm
Coach
showing
Frazier?
that 44 might be actually 34, A.J. McGee maybe.
A.J. McGee is 34.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a 34.
Oh, you may be right. Okay. Donovan setting the court with 1:05 to go, 27-23. Ball whipped around the top of the circle. Anderson cannonball lays it up there. Good! Nice left-hander by the left-hander. 55 seconds left. We cut it to 2. Jimenez, who will put it up early, and I kind of hope they do. Driving, Urquhart lays up, no good. We get a chance for the last shot unless we push it and take one early. Down 2, our chance to tie or take the lead. Coach Frazier has them pull the ball out. I think we are going for one shot. We're down to half a minute left first half, and we will hopefully get the last shot of the contest with a chance to tie it at the break or go up by 1. 20 seconds left. Donovan dribbling away the first half action. We set a double stack down low. Popping out Anderson and McClary, and a call on Martise setting a blocking screen inside. I didn't see it. Martise is not arguing the case, neither is Coach Frazier. 12.3 to go, Nashville Christian with a chance there, but instead Jimenez will bring it the other way. Quickly throwing the ball long in front court away, and we will get another chance. 7.5 to go. Let's see if we can get it back here. 6 seconds. Donovan pounding past the timeline. 5, 4, hanging 8-footer. Did he make it? It's no good as the horn will sound. And the first half, a tight one, not a great one, but a close one, ends with Davidson Academy on top of the Nashville Christian Eagles, 27-25. We'll be back with a few totals and highlights in a few minutes. 10-minute halftime break. We'll be back in a little while. Well, we'll quickly update you if you're just joining us. Some stats. Coach Jeff Brothers with some very interesting statistical data about this game.
Well, we've got a 2-point deficit, 27-25, so you would think, a fairly evenly played game, and it has been in terms of the action and the effort of both teams. However, Nashville Christian shooting 36% from the field, still only trailing by 2 points, shooting 6 of 10 from the line, so only 60% from the free throw line. Neither of which something you look for as a coach statistically to be shooting at that level, but still just trailing by 2, where Davidson Academy shooting 61% from the field and have not attempted a free throw by my count. I think that means that we're playing good tight defense. They're hitting the shots they're getting, and we're just not able to find a rhythm on the offensive end, and still just trailing by 2. So kind of not a bad place to be, but we've certainly got to see some better production on the offensive end.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be a 15 or 20-point deficit, so we are fortunate to be right in this contest, and it's shaping up to go to the wire. We'll see.
And I'll tell you who, we got to get Morgan going. He's scoreless on the night. He's taken 9 shots and just hadn't been able to get one to fall. They've been right on line.
They've been good, so if he hit one here, he'll get uncranked. Little action here, ball screen. Luke Catalon take it down, lay it up. It's off the back rim. Caleb nicely follow, no good. 2 good shots, point blank range, but we miss. Davidson will set their court as we've just started action here in the second half. Davidson weaving the ball around, Shaw out top. Caleb Shaw gives to Isaiah. They do the ghost play into the corner. And now the ball deflected out of bounds by Morgan Anderson.
Isaiah Shaw back in action and set most of the second quarter with 2 fouls, trying to not pick up a third, but certainly the Shaw brothers, key parts of their offensive game plan.
Caleb setting the court out here, brings Jimenez out with him. It's a ball screen on the right side, not much there, a little clogged up. They get it out of there. They need to swing it to the left side and get the defense moving. Not doing that. Luke once again enjoying the game. Gunning a long 3-pointer and enjoying it more is Caleb Shaw. He bombs it 30-25. He's got how many?
He's got 8. Hit 2 3-pointers.
There's a big 8. The big 8 there. Luke takes it down the baseline. Ball whipped back around quickly. Martise Edwards on the left side gives to Luke. He's going to do a fadeaway 3. Did it go? It's off the rim. No good. Morgan Anderson gets it. Pounds it back up there. Good. Lays it back in. And let's see if Morgan can get uncranked after that.
That'd be great to get him on track.
Nice follow-up by Anderson. Martise, great pressure out there. Up top, Jimenez trying to take the ball in. Hops back, and they're going to call a foul. Martise Edwards did not think he got him, but is that his third?
Yeah, yes.
So they're going to probably bring Martise out of the game. Looks like Jalen Marsh will check in.
Who also has 2 fouls.
Jay Money checks in for the Martise. And Shaw to set the court. Hand off to Jimenez. Little weave out front. Look for the cutter. Wasn't there. We picked it up nicely. 3-point lead. Here's Shaw driving. He's going to kick it in the corner. They're going to whip it back around. Caleb Shaw takes it down the lane, lays it up, no good. Missed badly. Long pass here is going to be over the head of Anderson. Oh, he saves it, but he ended up throwing it back into Davidson. It was a great recovery of a really rough pass. All right, taking the ball in all the way. Davidson laying it up. Good, Isaiah Shaw, and he was fouled. Well, he took it nicely from about 25 feet.
Coach, that foul was called from the back court back here.
So the officials here.
And he literally was standing 8 feet on this side of the half-court line and called that foul down all the way under the basket on the other end.
32-27.
It was on Caleb, is that right?
Yes, Isaiah Shaw with the shot. Good.
That's Caleb's third.
Big turnaround here. 33-27 ended up being a 5-6-point swing there with the turnover because we had the ball running. A little weave action out here. Morgan Anderson looks for Donovan, hands to him. Donovan, top of the key. Right side to Marsh. Marsh looks inside to Caleb, nothing there. Anderson whips around the left side of Donovan. He's going to shoot an NBA 3, and he made it. Donovan Smith, the general from downtown. 33-30, and just like that, it's a 3-point game. 5'14", the freshman, bombing it. Good. And now Shaw will try to do the same thing, and he answers. Caleb knocks it home to a 36-30 lead for Davidson Academy.
Don't know that we want to get in a shooting contest.
No. Donovan's going to do it again, though. He guns it, banks it off the board.
Okay. Still counts 3, right?
So the bank is open there, 36-33, back to 3. And the freshman puts it home. Now Shaw, as they swing the ball around. Backdoor cut, beautifully made, but they mishandle it. Sopka had it wide open and just lost it, and he's frustrated with himself, and should be. He had made an excellent cut. The pass was perfect. 36-33. Marsh hands over to Smith. Left side to Cannonball Anderson. Gives to Catalone. They move the ball around. Jalen loses the ball on the drive, but we pick it back up. Anderson gets it, lays it up good on some trash. His second put-back basket or trash basket to cut it to 1, Coach.
That's just good hustle. You know, you get those kind of trash putbacks when you're hustling. They got a lot of guys on the floor going after loose balls, and that time Cannon flipped it up to his brother and got a good layup out of it.
We've cut it to 1, nearing the halfway point of the third quarter. Isaiah wanting to drive, left hands it up good, nicely. They will not let us catch them. 38-35, quickly Donovan in front court, bounces to Cannonball. Gives it back out to Luke, left side again to Donovan. Donovan, who's hit 2 in a row. Now to Cannonball Anderson, off the rim, no good. We'll try to save it, but run out of real estate on the baseline. The ball back to Davidson Academy, leading 38-35 with 3:44 to go. Caleb Shaw in the front court, being guarded by Cannon Anderson. Weaves back to the middle. Jimenez directing traffic, brings Shaw back out. Caleb comes back out to get it. 3:30 to go. Little action on the right side. Gunning a long 3 as good as Isaiah this time. The other Shaw hits it 41-35 as they stretch it back to 6 after we had cut it to 1. Donovan looking to give Jalen a handoff, does so. Swings it around to Anderson. Gunning 3. Man, they've looked good. All of them have looked good.
Yeah, he's a great shooter, obviously. Streaky shooter, but a great shooter. Just can't seem to find it tonight, but don't want to tell him to stop shooting those because when he does get on, he hits them.
So he's replaced. He's got 4 inside. Couple of layups. Cannon bounces to Luke, who's posting. Luke makes a move, and they're going to call offensive. And there, I tell you, that was not a lot of contact there.
Not at all.
41-35. I tell you, just high school has a tough time sometimes recognizing flops and charges. 41-35. Our crowd's still alive. Down 6, long way to go. Shaw wants to take Luke. He does. Powers it. No good.
That was as much offensive contact as it was down here.
And that's the other thing. When the offensive player just throws his body in and you have not done anything, and then you're, as a defender, displaced, that's got to be offensive or no call.
There was truly no attempt to make a shot right there.
Yeah.
That was just letting the ball go as you fall forward.
At least give it a no call. At least don't call anything. 41-35. Davidson on the inbounds, whips it around. Now Caleb Shaw setting the court. Urquhart looking, waiting. He's going to penetrate, take it all the way in. They lob it out here. Number 22 is going to gun it. Sopka, he's way off. Marsh with the board, down 6. He's going to try to take it all the way. Powers lays it up. It's no good. Gets it back, puts it up in front. It is rolling good. Marsh puts it back in.
His first points of the night.
J Money with his first couple of bucks. 41-37, 2:15 to go. Davidson Academy moving the ball on offense. Look for a backdoor cut. Matt McClary deflects it away nicely. Shaw picks it back up. 2:04 to go. Shaw, he's going to take his man all the way. Luke got him that time. Luke got beat. We just cut it to 4. And now Davidson Academy with a chance to go back up by 6 at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, we're hanging in there. Just can't get frustrated. Can't get off our game, We got
a long way to go. We got 10 minutes left in this contest. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Isaiah Shaw, the left-hander, guns it. And he's off the back rim. Checking him, Adam Pistol Harper. He'll go in for
for Luke. I think that might be Luke's third. I'm not sure.
You got Luke out of the game. Matt McClary down on the bottom of the block out there. And fortunately, Harper picks it up nicely. And Smith comes up. So, did he miss both of those?
He did.
He
that
did.
Might be the way to go when he's got the ball.
Yeah, it didn't hurt us. Except for the foul there on the Catalan there. 41-37, 4-point game. Chance here to cut it to 2 or 3, or 1 or 2. Jalen's going to gun the 3. Did he make it?
Yeah.
It's no good.
Be strong, Adam.
Adam had 2 hands on it. Didn't rip it away. Bears into front court with a 4-point lead. 1:30 to go third quarter. They set 4 across. Little cross screen action at the free throw line, then a handoff to Jimenez. He'll try to drive, take it all the way. Now kicks it out. Number 5, that's Urquhart. Bombs it, no good. McClary on the board, hands to Smith into front court. Gives to Cannonball Anderson, takes it, hanging 15-footer.
Not the shot
he hung in the air too long before he released. 1:08 to go, 41-37. Gunning Shaw, 3, no good, finally missed one. Smith quickly roaring out of there. Wants to take it all the way down the lane, hanging, puts it up, it's no good. Shaw with the board. We wanted the foul, didn't get it on the baseline, and do we have a technical? We have a technical foul. And I tell you, Coach, that's an anemic one. There was nothing dramatic at all there. I don't get that one at all. He pointed at the bench. No warning. I don't understand that one. He's not going to even talk to Russell. That's the other thing that drives me crazy.
You'd at least like an explanation of what happened.
And Gene Moniz has told these guys they're supposed to do that. They're supposed to talk to you. They're not supposed to walk away and act like a stuck-up 5th grade. I'm sorry. Boy, that's a big call right there. 43-37. Now Coach Frazier has to stay glued to the chair. Very, very frustrating call. Won't talk to you. That's okay, here we go. 50 seconds to go. Still a long way to go. Just 6-point deficit, but the Bears have it. Definitely a little momentum shift there for them. They whip the ball around, get a cross screen action, and losing the ball out of bounds is Isaiah Shaw, and hopefully things evened out. He might have gotten popped there as he cut through. So we get it back, 43-37. So, again, a chance to make this a 1-possession game. And for the first time, Davidson goes 2-3. So let's see what we do. Donovan passes and cuts into the high post. So we're doing a little read and react action, trying to bounce the court, and a foul called on Caleb Shaw. We've got 16 fouls there first. Jalen Marsh.
It's only Shaw's 2nd foul of the game, but like you said, they're only their 1st foul of the half, so that does not work in our favor.
Okay, 20 seconds to go as we go for 1, down 6 here. Donovan plays catch out here with Anderson. Anderson throws it into Harper, nicely saves it back out. 13 seconds to go. Now let's see what they call. 3 out, 2 in. Switched it around. Here's Donovan, 5 seconds. Hit to Marsh. Marsh to Anderson. Morgan, it just rims out, no good. And the board at the buzzer by Davidson, and Morgan just cannot find one. Again, a nice shot. You think they're all going. Every time he shoots it, I think it's going in.
Yep, just, online, just a little short or a little deep. Just can't find that range. Got a couple of buckets inside. I hope that would kind of get him going, but so far from the perimeter, nothing to speak of. And still, like you said, still a 6-point game. Plenty of time left, certainly. A 6-point game. We just got to get some stops and got to get some conversions. I think we got a little frantic right there, kind of mid-quarter, kind of forced some things and didn't take our time and slow down and create good looks on the offensive end.
Well, 43-37, Coach, and we are still in the contest here. Long way to go. And any stats of significant interest right now?
Isaiah Shaw came back into the game in the second half for Davidson, and in the third quarter alone scores 7 of their 12, and certainly was the catalyst for them on the offensive end in the second half. So we got to find a way to kind of stop his momentum down a little bit. And he missed a couple of shots there late and a couple of free throws, so maybe that's the way to go.
Well, the Bears will get possession to open the quarter, so we need to stop here. 6-point lead by the Bears as they set the court with Caleb Shaw handing to Jimenez, who will also hand off to Urquhart. Looking for the cutter, nothing there. Low-scoring contest here. Nashville Christian, second district game for Nashville Christian. They're 1-0. Jimenez gunning along with no good off the front iron. Tyson with the rebound, hands to Donovan. Gives to Morgan. He's going to drive. 10-footer hanging. Yes! He's got 6. That's a big one, 43-39. So he responds well after his last miss.
And if he can get a couple of those mid-range ones to fall, maybe
Right.
then could back up to the line. But, like to see him continue to just stay confident and keep shooting.
Jimenez looking for a cutter. Instead, popping out is Isaiah Shaw. He misses this one. Martise Edwards back in the contest. Brings down the rebound. We're down 4 with a chance to cut it to 1 possession. 7 minutes to go. Martise sets the court. We pass and cut into the high post as we face a 2-3 zone. Actually, it's more of a 3-2 now. Now it's a 2-3.
Like to get the ball.
And Amoeba. And now Donovan guns along when it is no good.
Like
a
to see
little deep.
Get the ball into Caleb down there and let him work
Right.
against that zone.
I think he can take somebody one-on-one down there.
I agree.
43-39, 6:40 to go. Davidson Academy with the slight edge throughout the game, but we're right there with it. Hanging shot good by Isaiah Shaw, and that's a big one. See, left hands it up there at a 6-point lead. It was 6:25 to go. Caleb comes to the high post.
There it
Swings
is.
the ball
Go.
in there it goes into him. Powers, fakes, lays it up. Good.
That's what
Coach, you
that's what
called
we
it.
do. Yep.
That's what we got to do. 45-41, 6:15 to go.
Got to get a defensive stop right here. Not give up. The Shaw brothers are the two. Got to
Yep.
make sure we keep ball pressure on those guys, force some off-balance shots, and then rebound.
Caleb Shaw. Ball ends up to Jimenez. He's going to drive, force one up there, and it's going to drop good.
I don't know how that went.
And a foul. Man, Jimenez kind of throws it up off the board and got nice touch, and it carooms off the glass and cascades through the netting for a 6-point lead, and Martise has the lead.
Yeah, our team's 7th foul of the half to Davidson only has 1.
Jimenez trying to finish the 3-point play. 5:56 to go, 6-point lead, and it rims out on him. Neither team shooting great. Jalen Marsh left side. Ball worked around to Cannonball Anderson. Now back to the general. Donovan sets the court. Back to Anderson. He's going to gun the long one. Did he make it? Again, in and out. It just won't fall for him.
That was a little out of the
And
range.
they're going to take the ball all the way in for the layup. He's going to miss it. Anderson quickly in the front court looking for his brother. Instead takes all the way down. And that they're going to call block, and that was the right
was a
call.
block. That was
And
a
they
block.
were both going to call it. And good call there by the officials. Both of them were there to cover each other. Did a good job of covering the floor. And Cannonball Anderson will go to the line in a 6-point deficit. And Coach, we're hanging close. Catalon ready to check in. Coach Quinn giving him some direction over there. Martise frustrated over there on the bench after that fourth. Cannon guns it, bombs it. 47-42, 5:29 to go. Crowd very vocal.
Cannon's 3rd point of the game. He's the guy who can score streaky as well. Like to get him uncorked.
Anderson nets. 47-43. Back to a 2-possession game. Crowd coming to life. 47-43, 5:29 to go. A lot of action left. Down 2 possessions. Davidson Academy's Caleb Shaw will bring it into front court. They overload to one side, and Davidson will go over and call a timeout. He's going to ask for a full one, and so we'll take a full timeout as well. 47-43, Davidson over our Eagles at Nashville Christian. 5:23 to go, back in a moment. Both teams back on the court. Davidson with Shaw, Caleb Shaw, to bring the ball up against Donovan Smith. Will cross free throw line action. They look for Jimenez on the back door. Caleb covered it nicely. He'll penetrate, swing the ball around. Jimenez wants to take it. He won't pass it. He'll hoop and scoop and miss this time, but powering the ball up, no good. Shaw deflected away. Catalon with it. Keep it. Don't pass it yet. Oh, he threw it as Anderson had fallen down. We just need to keep the ball and control it.
Yep, just a little too anxious right there to get something in transition. Morgan had some contact down there, went to the ground, and Luke had already let the ball go.
47-43, 4:45 to go, and the call, and are they calling?
Moving screen.
A moving screen, so a block away on the screen. 47-43, 4:44 to go. A lot of fours up there on the board, fourth quarter.
And a 4-point deficit. You know, we got
4-point deficit.
We got to get a shot right here. Got to get it to one possession at some point. Put some pressure on.
Let's see if Davidson goes back to their 2-3 zone. It looks like they are setting up that way. Coach Frazier has to stay glued to that seat after the random technical. So Donovan sets the court, coming down, and we need a big basket here. Jalen Marsh swings around to Anderson, to Donovan Smith, back to Jalen. Jalen looks, gives to Anderson. Anderson thought better of the three. Good decision. Gives to Catalon, to Donovan.
Still like to see it drive it down inside to Caleb right here.
Caleb's got a one-on-one post. Hanging shot by Anderson, no good. Caleb had a good seal.
Yeah.
He can take that guy one-on-one.
All night long.
47-43, 4:13 to go. Let's see if our guys are looking for that. Shaw's going to get a ball screen out here. We cover it pretty nicely. Ball swung around. Another ball screen. They set continuous ball screen motion action. Jimenez, hits a nice cutting Isaiah Shaw for the easy layup in a 6-point game, and that is a big one there. We come down with a 6-point deficit, 3:47 to go. Caleb's gone to the high post. Morgan Anderson on the baseline. Caleb gets the ball high post to Jalen. Jalen's going to drive. Drifting, hanging, bouncing. It will not go. Morgan gets it, powers it back up, but it's stripped away before he can get it up. And with a 6-point lead, Davidson quickly in front court. Shaw taking the ball down. Fakes, throws it back out, and a foul is called on Caleb Tyson, I believe. I believe it was Caleb. 3:20 to go, 6-point game. And this possession is a big one. Well, they're going to go to the line. We've got 8 fouls against us for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, just can't ever get that one basket that puts it to one possession. You know, we're just kind of hanging out right there at the 5-6 point deficit.
Isaiah Shaw, the lefty, puts it up there, and he is going to net it. And that's a 7-point lead, and that's a big lead in this kind of game.
But a bucket and a stop, you know, that's what you've got to concentrate on, just possession at a time.
This one bounces off the rim.
No use in panicking right here and forcing something.
Taking it all the way, laying it up off the board. Good. And that's what we just called, Coach. And you said it, 50-45, 3:10 to go. A stop here, and we can get back to that one possession. 3 minutes left. Donovan, nice pressure. Ball to Shaw. Ball screen. They look for the cutter. Nothing there. Davidson definitely still attacking. Not thinking about letting the arrow. He walked with the ball. They're going to get a hand check, and it looks like it's going to be 1-and-1 called on the floor. 50-45.
It's going to be on Jalen, I believe.
Thought he had a extra step in there in the dribbling. So a 5-point lead, 1-and-1, big one here by Caleb Shaw, and he is going to net it for a 6-point lead. 2:52 on their clock. Our crowd has kind of grown hushed here. So we need a couple of momentum baskets to get them back in the contest, and they stretch it back to 7.
Just can't ever get the stop we need. You know, we get the bucket, get back on the defensive end, and have not been able to get the turnover or the rebound that we need to try to get 2 buckets in a row.
Morgan Anderson has to be taken out. Looks like blood on his jersey, so he's got to be taken out, and they got to scrub that off.
It's on the back of his jersey.
Yep,
so.
52-47. Inside to Caleb, just bad pass.
Bad pass.
He was there. And Davidson Academy is going to run the floor and laying the ball up good. Adam Urquhart, and that, well, that's a tough one there. Going to be able to overcome. 9-point lead now. Coach Frazier wants a timeout. Davidson has seized the momentum and possibly looking to wrap up a district win here.
Well, just not able to, like I said, just back up those 2 possessions in a row that would have gotten us some momentum. We come down and get a shot, get a bucket, and then can't get the stop we need.
Right.
And then a couple of no turnovers ever at a good time, but a couple of ill-timed turnovers as well. And it just looks like early season action. Some guys that haven't been on the floor a whole lot because of the football season, and just hanging in there, but never ever really turning that corner tonight.
Well, we're still not out of it, but it's getting close with 9-point deficit, 2:35 to go.
9 fouls on us, so they're going to be in the double bonus from now on. That's going to add a little element of cushion for them, because as we begin to have to foul, they're going to get the 2 shots regardless. And only 3 fouls on Davidson, so they've got a lot of fouls to give.
Good crowd tonight, near capacity. 2 great cheering sections, very active. Ours has been silenced here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and you got to think that would give us some momentum too if we could get the crowd into it. We just haven't been able to produce on the floor to a point where they kind of get behind us and create some more tension for the other team. I'm
assuming we'll be picking up full court after a basket. Morgan wanting to check back in. He's not going in right now. 54 to 45, 9-point lead. A 3 would make it a 2-possession game. Donovan. Cross court to McCleary. McCleary into Luke. High post.
Foul.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Got to hit that shot. But that was a good take. Good look by Matt. Good take by Luke.
Good call to get the ball to an athletic player at the high post. Well, is a good way to attack.
Against that zone, too. You know, I think we're better than them in the middle of that zone.
Right.
And we're not hitting our perimeter shots. So
Luke puts it up. He's short. Coach Frazier will probably, after looking at the tape, next time Davidson or anybody goes zone, they'll probably get Luke there a little sooner. That was a nice call, and Luke took it nicely. Wish we could have gotten a 3-point play out of that one.
Yeah, and the way he can elevate, and against the team right now that doesn't have a particularly tall post in the game, that's advantage us.
Down to 8, full court pressure. Here it comes, Martise and Matt. Oh, he loses it. Matt gets it, lays it up. Good! And the crowd is back in it now. It's 54-48. 2:18 to go. They're struggling, and Davidson is going to call a timeout.
That's what we needed. Now let's see if we can take advantage of that and, turn that into maybe another turnover or a pressured shot and put 3 in a row in the basket and turn the momentum in our favor.
Davidson did not like that pressure at all and got the nice deflection. Matt picks it up, lays it up, and we've cut it to 6 with 2:16 to go. So just like that, we get 3 points.
Yep, and I wonder if they stay in that zone, Coach. We need. There's no reason to get 3-point happy right here. Just take those 2s and draw fouls and get the traditional 3-point play and keep the clock from running.
So Davidson will set their press offense against our pressure. 2:16 to go, still a game. Brought our crowd back into it. Luke will deny up top. They set a screen. Jimenez comes out of there. We need to be pressuring him. Jimenez going to take it, lay it up good. That may be the nail. Man, Jimenez, he wasn't thinking at all about pulling it out. He just took it down the pike to take you to an 8-point lead with a chance to make it 9. And that could be the play of the game right there if Davidson holds on. Let's see if they go zone. Looks like they're going to be picking us up man-to-man. And he completes the 3-point play for a 9-point lead. So Davidson is going to sit back in their zone again.
I believe that was Luke's 5th foul.
Luke is out. Morgan has checked back in. So we have got some 3-point shooters on the court. Donovan smartly picks the ball up at the midcourt line. Jalen looking, waiting, gives to Morgan Anderson. And bless his heart, he got up in the air and just
Just really forced that
Yeah,
shot.
had to force it.
Defense in his face.
So Davidson is now going to try to milk some of that time, or are they? No, they're not. They're going to drive in with Isaiah Shaw laying it up, and that was probably the nail there. 11-point game with 1:44 to go.
First double-digit lead, and kind of the wind out of the sails right now. But if we can still get in it, just got to hit some good, timely shots and play defense.
Jalen brings the ball out back to Donovan. Donovan penetrating, was fouled, and not a bad foul for them because we're not in the 1-and-1 yet.
They got lots to give.
1:28 left.
Just the 5th team foul on Davidson.
And we'll inbounds side front court and a 11-point deficit. Jalen back to Donovan. He's going to shoot an NBA three, and he rips it. We call timeout. So still not over. That cuts it to 8. And a long one by Donovan. That's the old-timey pistol pit set shot there, Coach.
Yeah, indeed, it was, and certainly comfortable taking that shot. I think now you pressure in the back court, and if you get in the front court, what do you think? You go ahead and start fouling now?
Yeah, I think you got to foul immediately. What I get a double team on the ball, get one good trap. If you don't get it, then you got to foul.
Yep.
And you got to foul real quickly, really, before they get past the timeline if you can. If you don't get a steal after one good trap. So a steal here and a three would put us right back in it. So we'll see. Still 1:21 to go. Eagles not giving up. And the Bears will set their press-o against us. They're setting a diagonal screen. We need to shift a switch on that. And we didn't do it. And Jimenez, here he comes. And we're going to steal it from behind. There's the steal. Donovan Smith in the front court. Penetrates. Gives it over to Cannonball. He's short with it. That would have been a big one. Shaw gets the board. He's pressured in back court. 1:06 to go. Angling past the timeline. Donovan steals it again. Shaw saves it on the sideline. And they call timeout during the hectic sideline scramble.
Yeah, the little 8-footer Cannon took. He can hit that shot certainly, but maybe go to the basket, draw the foul.
Right.
Take a little more high percentage shot, but we're hustling, and that's what I like to see. We're still scrapping.
Good defense.
Getting 2 turnovers right there. Well, a turnover and a half. Almost had that one right there and forced the timeout. But that's what we got to say. Still a minute to go. Plenty of time in basketball terms. Just got to got to make plays.
We're going to have to foul quickly and hope for a miss on the got the double bonus, so they'll get 2 free throws. So Davidson Academy bringing the ball in. Side midcourt. And Jimenez is going to give a handoff going all the way in. Driving good is Urquhart for the clincher. 10-point game. Morgan is going to offensive charge, and that will do it. Excuse me, that was Cannon. And 10-point game, 52.1. So it's going to take one of the great comebacks in basketball to pull this one out now with only 52 seconds left. But we'll see. Jalen still hustling. Davidson in backcourt. And now Matt's going to come up with almost a steal. We are still diving after it, going after loose balls.
Yeah, and that, early season game. There's a lot of basketball left to play this year. We've done a lot of good things, but just shown, some rust, particularly shooting in the first half.
Jimenez is going to be fouled, and Martise, I think, just left the contest. Was that his 5th? Maybe they didn't call it on him.
Not sure who it was on. Might have.
I thought it was on Martise.
I thought it was too. Not sure.
10-point game, 43.5 to go. Jimenez may have iced it with that 11-point lead right there. 62-51. And, Coach, let's be looking to see when we're in action again here. I should already have that down, and I don't. 11-point game. Donovan has the ball deflected out of bounds. 37 seconds to go, down 11. And the Davidson Academy fans starting to celebrate as they're getting a big district win here.
Next game will be at USN on Tuesday, Coach, and then we'll be back here next Friday against Clarksville Academy.
All right, we're going to be bringing you another broadcast next Friday, so hope you'll tune in if you can't make it out here. It is a lot more fun to come out to the gym, but if you can't make it, we hope you can get a lot out of these broadcasts.
And I know the crowd, being here, the kids respond well to that. It gives us sort of a sixth man idea.
And we did have a Jimenez going out to a nice ovation. He deserves it. Our crowd did not give him the ovation that he deserved, but
I think they thought he was number 2.
yeah. And Martise, nice hanging shot inside, cuts it to 9. 25 seconds to go. We're still hustling, trying to get a foul. And did Davidson call another timeout?
Yep.
We are still hustling. It's going to be tough to make up. They're going to have to miss free throws. We're going to have to hit 3 threes to tie it.
Yeah, but again, just what you want to see in the early season.
Right.
We're hustling. We're playing good defense. Again, I just think the percentage shooting has not been certainly in our favor, and that's something that we can improve on before we play them again later in the season, and something we got to be better at in all our games. I mean, we can't go in and shoot in the 30 percentile and expect to be this close in a lot of games, and yet we still are.
Right, and if Morgan just has an average game, this game's totally different.
Yeah.
But that's basketball. And shooters, most good shooters have streaks.
Yep.
And you gotta shoot your way out of it. You can't quit shooting. So a 9-point game here as Davidson is going to try to. Oh, they're going to have a wide open layup on the full court pass to Robert Brees. That makes an 11-point lead. Donovan coming down court will spin. Bangs it off the glass, no good, and Davidson is going to come out of there running with the ball. Shaw is going to hold up, and that's going to do it as they tick the clock off. And Davidson Academy gets a nice win against National Christian, but good hustle by the Eagles. Disappointing game, but so a lot of good things for the future. So any of you guys watching the broadcast later, I always tell my teams, don't go out depressed, go out determined. Don't be discouraged. Be dedicated to the next time out. And so the final score, 64-53. Coach, any sign-off comments?
Just enjoyed watching our guys and girls play. Girls certainly did a good job, on both ends of the floor. And, for such a young team, doing a lot of great things. And a lot of upside still for them, and a lot of upside for our boys team. Just showed a lot of rush tonight, just unable to hit some of the open shots. Like you said, Morgan, not unable to get in his normal hot streak at some point during the game, and you think 2 or 3 to 5 baskets by him is a normal thing, and that would be the difference in this game tonight. And just unable to get some second chance shots. I think now moving forward against those zone teams, Caleb working hard inside and posting well, we've got to take better advantage of him. On the mismatches and the athleticism he shows on the inside.
Well, Coach, thanks for helping out here. And so until we see you a week from Friday, this is Mike McPherson with Coach